are back live on the Heat Report by Chat Sports. I am Nic Rohloff, and it was a long one-game absence on a watch party scale because, well, we weren't live yesterday for the game against the Mavs as I was in arena at American Airlines watching, unfortunately, the Heat lose to the Dallas Mavericks. I didn't like that at all for two reasons. One, I didn't like losing. And two, I didn't like that I wasn't able to hang out with y'all watching the game. So we're back on a Friday evening, Friday night, Miami Heat hoops. Tonight we're taking on the Oklahoma City Thunder. A tough one for Miami. And that's why I was more disappointed in yesterday's loss than anything is because, well, I knew on the second night of a back-to-back playing the Oklahoma City Thunder, that was going to be very difficult. And they lost anyway, and tonight will be difficult. We already got 41 people watching. Shout out to y'all. And we already got my guy, Mr. Gio, coming in with a $10 super chat. Let's go. Hashtag Terry Scary. I actually think it's supposed to be the other way around, Mr. Gio. But I appreciate the $10 super chat. And that actually is going to get you in line for a couple things today, which we'll get to our super chat menu in just a bit. But shout out to you, Mr. Gio. You already know you get a raffle ticket for the month-long March raffle of the D-Wade LeBron laser-printed autographed photo, the famous picture where D-Wade's going like this, LeBron's throwing it down. Y'all know how it be. But as more people pile into the chat, I want to highlight Mr. Gio, but you let me know where you're watching from. Shout out your city for me down below as we are 22 minutes away from tip-off in OKC. 7:10, 7:12 tip-off tonight. So that's why we are just a little bit ago. Mr. Gio says, wasn't letting me originally was weird, but it went through, Mr. Gio. I appreciate you. Appreciate you locking in on a Friday evening. Friday Night Hoops is always a good time. Listen, I'm off tomorrow, so let's get litty, man. Friday night party, let's get hammered. We could act as this is a pregame. If you guys are going out tonight at the bars or whatever you want, or if you're just chilling at home watching Heat basketball, that's fine too. Drink alongside with me. There's rumblings of going out after the game tonight. One of my good buddies here at Chat Sports, one of his girlfriends, it's his last night here or here before she goes back because they're long distance. So might have to have a blast tonight. We'll get hammered on the show. We'll have a great time. But Manuel's watching from Santa Cruz, Bolivia. Jimmy Butler's watching from the Casillas Center. That's weird, Jimmy Butler, because I'm pretty sure you are active and in the starting lineup for tonight's game in OKC. So I don't know how you could be watching from the Casillas Center. Rome is tapping in. Hello, Heat Nation. What's up, Rome? What's up, Rome March? Rome March reminds me, let's go. It is March. It is March. College basketball is on the horizon. NFL free agency is next week, and I've already got plans to go watch a conference tournament for some college basketball next Saturday. Going to the AAC in Fort Worth. How about that, folks? How about that? See maybe some UCF. We'll see some, not UCF, USF, excuse me, South Florida. We'll see some Boca Raton action too, Florida Atlantic, potentially Memphis as well. So, yeah. Riley Shea's tuning in. What's up? Mr. Edits in New Zealand. Richard Lee says Jimmy Butler dropping 45-point triple-double. Man, I hope so. Rome is saying Managua, Nicaragua. Did I nail that? I know I nailed Nicaragua, but did I nail Managua? That's what I want to know. What's up, Gene Paul? What's up? Good to see you in the building. Jimmy Butler says, I'm flying out right now. Well, Jimmy, hopefully you make it to the stadium in time. Before we talk about tonight's game more in depth, y'all know what we got to do. I got to tell you about our sponsors on today's live show, and we'll start with my favorite one of them all. I know I'm not supposed to play favorites, but I'm going to do it anyway, and that is Factor Meals. Head over to factormeals.com/HeatChat50 and use code HeatChat50 to get 50% off. Eating better is easy with Factor's delicious, ready-to-eat meals. It's fresh, never frozen, that are chef-crafted, dietitian-approved, and ready to go in just 2 minutes. You have over 35 different options to choose from on a weekly basis, including Calorie Smart, Protein Plus, Keto, Vegan and Veggie. You got all the options that you could ever want in the world, so what are you waiting for? Get started today and get after your goals. It's also flexible, which is one of my favorite parts. It's flexible for your schedule. Get as much or as little as you need by choosing your meals every single week. You can pause or reschedule your deliveries anytime. They also are adding more add-ons on a daily basis. There used to be only about 35, 40 add-ons. Now there's 60, including breakfast bites, wellness shots, protein shakes, juices. They have it all. So get started today with code HEATCHAT50 at factormeals.com/HeatChat50. That link is in the live chat and description of today's video. We're also sponsored by Prize Picks. Check out the #1 daily fantasy sports app in North America. Download it today. Use code CLNS to get a $100 first deposit match. That link is in the live chat and description of today's stream as well. You can play on a daily basis. Y'all know I got picks for tonight. I'll showcase them here in just a bit, but I'm riding with more than on Jimmy Butler. You can take that to the bank. So get started today. Daily fantasy made fun at Prize Picks. Use the code CLNS at prizepicks.com/CLNS or just download the app on the App Store today and get started. Who you got tonight? MIA for the Heat, OKC for the Thunder. Thunder. Da na 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 na. Thunder. Na 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 na. Blake is back and riding with the MIA. The Heatles, baby. We need to get a bounce back win. We are 8 games above 500, 35-27. We were 9 games before losing yesterday. Where we're now, like I said, we were 35-26, now 35-27. Still 6th in the East because the Philadelphia 76ers are horrific, and they are continuing to stink. So we are still above them. They're 7th. We're 6th. We're a couple games behind the Knicks, game behind the Magic as well. We're right there, though. Cedric Perry's rocking with Miami, TBC, Aiden Law, Daniel, Mr. Edits, GR, King Mystic. Of course I remember you, Mr. Edits, of course. I like to think I never forget a name that pops across the Heat Report stream. I can't guarantee that, but I like to hope. I like to think and hope. Da thunder. Na 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 na. Thunder. Thunder. Na na na. So as most of you know, I did not go live yesterday for the game because I was in the arena as the Heat were in Dallas, is where our Chat Sports headquarters were. I have a couple takeaways from the game that I want to share with y'all that I think could only be recognized by when you watch the team in person. I'll start with warm-ups. One, Patty Mills. I don't know if he's going to play a lot as that third guard off the bench for Miami with Josh Richardson and Tyler Hero still out. But Patty Mills, when he was warming up, I swear to God, did not miss. The Patty Mills is an absolute sniper. So if he ever gets PT for this Heat team, I would expect him to knock down his open tray balls because he is an absolute snapper. Takeaway number 2. Jaime Jaquez Jr. makes such an impact to this team in a variety of ways. The amount of times that I recognized Jaime being there to corral a rebound or knock the ball away from a Mavericks player that was about to get their hand on a rebound and then him tipping it to whether it be Rozier, Jimmy, or Bam. Jaime Jaquez was absolutely everywhere on the defensive glass, making sure the Heat closed out possessions, whether it be extra effort to actually grab the ball himself or knock it away and tip it to another Heat player so they can get credit for the rebound. I thought Jaime was absolutely fantastic yesterday. Also knocked down 3 threes, which don't expect him to do that often, but we'll take that anytime we can get it. Another takeaway. Bam Adebayo was horrible offensively. I think we could all admit that. He shot 5 of 13 from the field, believe 2 of 6 from the free throw line. Bam was not good offensively, but the way Adebayo and number 13 works on the defensive end, it is truly something to behold. And when you're watching Bam semi-close, I was in the lower bowl, so I got a pretty good look at Bam competing on the offensive and defensive glass. He has so much responsibility defending the pick and roll, drop coverage, getting his hand, making sure people who cut baseline and cut from the perimeter don't have a free access to the rim as he puts his arms out. and then just his boxing out and banging inside with other big men. It is something that I think you really have to look at in person to realize how much responsibility is put on Bam Adebayo's shoulders for the Heat on the defensive end. And I know he did not play a good offensive game yesterday. That stunk. But what he does defensively and on the defensive glass was unbelievably good yesterday. And it just popped out to me. Those were the three things that popped out to me the most while watching the Heat in person. There's obviously other takeaways, like you're never going to win games when Jimmy and Bam combine for 28 points. That's simply not going to happen. But those like little things that Jaime did and Bam did on the defensive side stood out to me. Also, another thing quickly before we move on to tonight's game, Duncan Robinson, who started off the game 4 for 4 from 3 yesterday, the amount of attention the Mavericks put on Duncan when he was coming off screens, coming off curls, it was so clear and evident that Duncan Robinson, when he's working right, he has so much draw to him that it frees up Jaime, frees up Caleb Martin. Hell, it even frees up Bam and Jimmy at times because 2 or 3 guys are so focused on where Duncan Robinson is at all times. So those are my 4 biggest takeaways of watching the Heat in person that sometimes you might not be able to see on TV. And I'll self-admit, like, it's hard to recognize those things while calling games, giving breakdowns to see every little detail of how everyone impacts the game. But when you're in person and that close to the players, it becomes very clear and evident. So I just want to relay that to you guys. All right, that was a pretty long spiel, if you ask me. What's going on in the chat? What's up, Montega? What's up, Kafa? What's up, Asia? What's up, Chase? What's up, Mr. Geo again? Had to check back into the chat there after I gave my 2-minute monologue or 3-minute, whatever it was, about what I saw on yesterday's game. Wanted to show because I went there and I was like, not only was I trying to enjoy as a fan, I was also trying to do some scouting and self-scouting, if you will, see how the Heat play and what's going right with them, what's going wrong with them, and I want to relay it back to you guys. 90 people watching with 12 minutes to go until tip-off. If you're ready for the game, like the video. As always, if we get to 50 likes before the game tips off, which is just in about 11 and a half minutes, I will take a shot of tequila. We got 1,800 the Blanco tequila with us on deck here. So if we get to 50 likes today, we'll take a shot. That has to be before tip. We are 19 likes away, so hit that like button. Everybody should hit that like button because we give out free content here at the Heat Report. You could super chat if you'd like. That'd be appreciated. It helps us grow the channel our quickest. But in order to get this channel out to more people on YouTube, the best way to do it is like it and subscribe because it tells YouTube we're doing a good job. And then more people will get pushed to our stream. More people will join, and we'll create even more of a family on the Heat Report. So let's get to 50 likes before we tip off in about 10 minutes. I agree, Mr. Geo. Scary Terry was unbelievably good yesterday. I mean, every time he had the ball in his hands, it just looked like he was doing some crazy shit. And I know that was his best game of the season in a Heat uniform, so I was very happy to be able to witness it, even though the Heat lost. I'm still happy in how he is looking more comfortable in this Heat lineup. He has a lot more chemistry with Bam, a lot more chemistry with Jimmy, Duncan, the rest of the crew. And also, he played basically the entire second half yesterday. Rozier did not leave the floor. He left the floor, I think, for 1 minute in the third quarter before coming back in. So I like that I've seen Rozier get accustomed to this Heat lineup, starting to play better. He's comfortable. And I feel like on TV at times, it looks like Terry Rozier, the way he moves, he's so twitchy and so fast that it looks like he's playing out of control and always like an inch or centimeter away from turning it over. When you watch Terry Rozier in person, you realize that even though he's moving really, really quickly and having all these crazy movements with his arms and legs and head, he is always in control of the basketball. Sure, he'll turn it over a couple times, but it doesn't look as crazy and out of control as it does on TV, as it does in person. So that is one other takeaway that I had. Continue to hit that like button as we are 15 likes away from 50. We have 105 people watching. We do have a super chat menu today as I want to get us a party atmosphere for some Friday night Heat hoops. Any super chat gets on the screen. We could talk about it. If you have a question for me personally, it could be about Heat basketball. It could be about my personal life. It could be literally about anything. It will get on the show, and we'll talk about it. $10 gets you a D-Wade and LeBron laser printed autographed photo. I'll show you what it looks like. It will ship here, and then we'll ship it to you after we raffle it off at the end of the month. The most iconic photo maybe in Miami Heat history here. D-Wade back to LeBron, the dynamic duo from the Big Three era, autographed by Wade and LeBron. This could be the perfect man cave item for you, whether it be in your bedroom, your office, your basement, wherever you want. Perfect photo for you. I love to have it in my room, if I'm going to be honest. Go back to the Super Chat menu here because $20 Super Chats is shots, 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 shots. $50 is a beer bong where I'm actually rocking Coors Light today. I know you guys know I usually go Happy Dad, but the only Happy Dad flavors we had was grape, and I'm not the biggest grape guy, so mountains are blow. $50 beer bong, and how about this? A $5 Super Chat tonight is a beer's cheers as well. I'll crack open my Coors Light and have a sip with the rest of Heat Nation. And today's Rolly Deal of the Day, well, it really isn't a Rolly Deal of the Day. You know what deal of the day this actually is? It's Jesus Batista's Deal of the Day. What do I mean by that? Well, Jesus Batista won our February long month raffle. I said that ass backwards. It doesn't matter. That had to do with this D-Wade laser printed jersey signed. Look at this puppy. Signed by D-Wade. Signatures on it. He won the jersey for the month of February. He won the raffle. What he told me on Wednesday's stream is that he would prefer it to go to someone else. And the specific way he said that he wanted it to go to someone else, and you could go back to Wednesday or Tuesday's stream against the Detroit Pistons if you don't believe me. He said that the person who sends in the most Super Chat money tonight, which is AKA the MVP, will win the signed jersey. So we have $10 in Super Chats right now. That is Mr. Geo, who sent in the 10. If the stream ended right now, $10 would be the Super Chat MVP, and this jersey would be going to Mr. Geo. We'll see if we have a bidding war for it. If not, that's cool. But whoever ends up being the Super Chat MVP, aka the person who sends in the most amount of Super Chat money tonight, will get the jersey. I'll sync up with y'all, get your shipping address, and send it out to you. I am keeping tabs in my notes of how many people Super Chat and what their totals is. Right now, Mr. Geo is in the lead with $10. Those are the Super Chat specials on today's live show. All right. What's up, Time Man the Buckeye? Hope you guys are doing good. Hope you are doing good, Mr. Time Man. As we are about 6 minutes away from tip, who needs to step up most tonight for the Heat to win? 115 people watching. Listen, it's hard to say this, and I want to make this abundantly clear here. And I mentioned a little bit ago, when the Heat lost yesterday against the Mavs, it was frustrating, but you are never going to win a basketball game when the Heat two stars of Jimmy Butler and Bam Adebayo combined for 28 points. That is unacceptable. So you will always need one of those two to play a really good game. And especially against a team as good as the Thunder, I think the person that needs to step up the most tonight is Bam Adebayo, because he is going to have his handful with Chet Holmgren inside. And I think if you're able to put some pressure on the rim for OKC, it opens up your perimeter shooting, which will allow Caleb, Jaime, Duncan to keep on playing well and knocking down their jumpers from outside the perimeter. So I think Adebayo is the one who needs to step up the most tonight. Also, with Shai attacking the rim constantly, Jalen Williams and Chet Holmgren, I think Bam on the defensive side is also going to have to step up. I hate to always put so much pressure on Bam, but it's the God's honest truth. We need him to be like the most impactful player every night to win these games, especially when we get closer and closer to playoff time. So get those votes down below. I only see a couple people voicing their opinions. I want to see everybody's. Jimmy Butler says me, basically Jimmy Butler. AS says, yeah, Jimmy Butler. Montega says, I need a hero. Well, Tyler Hero is not playing today. Antonius says, we need defense and hustle back, play DeLon Wright more. Well, Bill Simmons hopped on his podcast and said that the Heat stole DeLon Wright away from the Boston Celtics by promising Wright more playing time. Well, the Heat really haven't given DeLon Wright a lot of playing time, So I hope that's just Bill Simmons being bitter, and Pat Riley didn't lie to DeLon Wright saying he was going to be in our rotation as a backup guard, and then he ended up not, because that would be pretty mean of him. Now, he did prime away from Boston, which makes me happy, but like, if you promise dude playing time and you're not giving it to him, it's kind of fucked up, if you ask me. Mr. Gio again with a $10 super chat. Let's go. Mr. Gio, now the super chat MVP with $20. Mr. Gio also gets another raffle ticket for the month of March signed jersey raffle. Shout out to you, Mr. Gio. What's up, Duncan? How are you doing? I see you tap in. Big tilt tomorrow. Actually, not really. Big game doesn't really mean anything for our UConn Huskies after beating Marquette. They already clinched that Big East regular season championship, which means they're going to be the 1 seed in the Big Apple for the Big East tourney, and they have pretty much all but clinched a 1 seed in the NCAA tournament. Well, they will likely be in the East bracket, so that's pretty nice to see, Duncan. Duncan, we're also going to be live, by the way. Myself and Harrison Graham, I don't know if anyone else is going to be with us, is going to be live for Selection Sunday a week from 2 days from now, so Sunday a week from then, on the 17th. So make sure you tap in for that. We'll break down the entire bracket. We'll release it as it comes in to us, and then we'll break it down. So check in, Duncan, because I know you're a college hoops head. We'll look at UConn's path next Sunday. What's up, J Miami Sports? What's up, J Liv? Saying F the Heat. F the Heat, I'm dead. Iowa Hawkeyes, what do I think from Aiden Law? I believe they're on the bubble, right? I really like Peyton Sanford. I think he's a good player. I'm just not sure if they're going to be able to do anything in the tourney, even if they make it in. I don't know where they are in that standpoint. Actually, let me go check on that real now. But if you're ready for the game, spam me. Duncan, I agree. I don't think he'd be co-hosting it, but I'm going to talk with my boss to see what the situation is for that. Because last year, I produced it. I hosted it, like this show right here, alongside Harrison Graham. We had a really good audience last year on our main Chat Sports channel. I'd be curious to see if we're going to have a producer or if I'm doing both again. But spam those me's down below. Aiden Law is ready. Mr. Edits. Yami. We're also 6 likes away from tip-off. Hit that like button if you want me to take a shot, and if you're ready for the game, let's get to 50 likes before tip-off. No, I'm all good. See, I knew this was behind. Thank you. Blake is ready. Ratine is ready. Montague is ready. The Heat are ready. The Thunder are ready. They're taking the court. Are you ready? I am ready. I am ready, folks. We're about to get underway in the OKC arena. So that tells me who you got as we're about to get underway in Oklahoma City. Starting lineup for Miami, Jovic, Bam, Jimmy, Terry, Duncan. For OKC, Josh Giddey, Shai, Chet Holmgren, Lou Dort, and Jalen Williams. Bam and Chet are center circle. Heat wearing road whites. OKC in their baby blues. 150 people watching. It's time to get underway. Jump ball won by Chet Holmgren, so the Thunder will start with it as SGA brings it up. He's going to be defended by Terry Rozier. Duncan guarding Lou Dort. Thunder running a nice action, getting Jalen Williams a wide open mid-range shot. He misses. Jovic with the board. He will get it to Jimmy Butler, and Butler will bring it up. Not the best defensive possession to start. He was wide open. He just smoked the 12-foot jumper. Butler to Jovic on the baseline. He's guarded by Giddey. That's an intriguing matchup. Out to Duncan off a curl, wide open, but 55 can't connect, so both teams missed their first shot, both wide open jumpers. Giddey brings it up, guarded by Jovic. That's actually a good matchup for Nikola. Giddey not going to blow by you. He's also not going to shoot the lights out, so I like that matchup defensively for Miami. Holmgren on the baseline, floater, left it short. Rebound by Duncan Robinson. 2 good defensive possessions for Miami out of the gate, forcing 2 misses. Butler gets it to Bam at the top of the key. Back to Jimmy. Jimmy defended by SGA. Butler, elbow, jumper. He misses it. So both teams 0 for 2 to start this game. SGA, my favorite player in the NBA, not on Miami, drives inside, swings it around to Chet Holmgren for a three. He misses, rebound down to Jovic. Nikola's got 2 boards in this one already. Both teams scoreless, 0 for 3 for the Thunder, 0 for 2 for Miami. Duncan gets it inside the Bam, who's defended by Lou Dort off a switch, swings it to Rozier. Now to Jovic in the short corner. Nikola backing down Josh Giddey. Nikola sweeping right hook. Left it short. Both teams 0 for 3 from the field, scoreless through 2 minutes. Giddey spinning the other way, drop off to Jalen Williams, kick out to Lou Dort, his left wing three. That's no good. Rebound to Butler. Here comes Miami in transition. 3-on-3. Jimmy floater. Good! Heat open up the scoring tonight after 2 scoreless minutes with a Jimmy Butler floater from about 5 feet. Heat lead 2-zip. What's up, Chase? What's up, Donnie? What's up, Steve? What a pass by Josh Giddey as he found Jalen Williams cutting back door, and now the Thunder on the board for the first time tonight. Jalen Williams averaging 19 points a game this season while shooting 54% from the field and 45% from 3. The second-year man out of Santa Clara is actually one of the rising stars in the NBA. Butler on a back cut. Adebayo found him, and Jimmy lays it up and in. 22's got the first 4 points for Miami, and he's 2 for 3 from the field. SGA pocket pass to Giddey off of a screen, and now the offense is starting to get rolling for each squad. What's up, Patrick? Butler brings it up, driving inside. A lot of contact, running shot, no good. Rebound to Alexander, and he'll bring it up now. He really hasn't looked for his shot in the first 3 minutes. He's now backing down Rozier. Rozier giving up about 3 inches in height. SGA uses it, and the mid-range shot rattles in and out. Rebound, cherry picking is Jimmy Butler, and he's on the board for the first 6 points for the Heat as he got out and running, and he slams it home. SGA quickly the other way, hands it off to Giddey, who smoked the layup, but got his own rebound and brings it out. Giddey's really struggled this year, man. Holmgren drives baseline, double team, good initial defense by Jovic. The double team works as Holmgren tries to kick it out, and Bam swats it out of bounds. There's 3 seconds on the shot clock, so Heat have to play defense for 2 seconds to force a tough shot by OKC. It's in. Lou Dort fires up a shitty shot, but they're going to whistle Duncan Robinson for a foul. Dunk, how can you let that happen, my guy? Dunk. Seriously, dude? You had 2.8 seconds to defend. How do you foul? And now Lou Dort's they're going to say it was on the floor, though, so no shots. I don't know how that happens, but SGA beats Rozier on a back cut for an easy dunk, so he's on the board for the first time tonight. He's averaging 31.1 points a game. Rozier pick and roll. He gets inside and uses the glass. Left-handed layup is good. Rozier makes his first shot attempt of the night, and now someone other than Jimmy has finally scored. Lou Dort looks to answer, misses the 3. Rebound to Jovic. It's his 3rd of the game. He brings it up. Swings it out to Butler, top of the key. Jimmy driving on Giddey. Jimmy drops it off to Adebayo. 10-foot jumper from the baseline. Almost airballed it. It might have been an airball. Whoa. SGA the other way, drives on Jovic and hits a sweet step-back jumper all along the baseline. He's now got 4 points. God, his game is so smooth, man. I love SGA. I'm sorry. I know I try to be, I wouldn't say try to be as homer as possible. I feel like I am as much as a homer to Miami as I am. But there is 1 or 2 players in the NBA that I will always gush over. One of them is SGA. The other one's Jokic. Rozier probing inside. Right hook is good. So he's got 4 points now. Jovic defending Holmgren well, forcing a miss. Here comes Miami. Duncan pull up 3, too strong. Giddey with the board, and now he'll push for OKC. Finds the trailing SGA, who drives right by Duncan Robinson and lays it in. So now we're even up at 10. SGA's got 6. Jimmy Butler's got 6. 2 leading men for each squad coming out firing early. Adebayo gets doubled along the baseline, swings it around the Rozier in the corner. Terry made 5 threes against Dallas last night. This time drives inside, drops it inside the Bam and Adebayo, swung around to Duncan. Now to Butler. Jimmy fires with 2 on the shot clock, and he airballs it. So it's 10-10, Jimmy with an air ball, and we're going to have our first timeout of the night with 6.5 to go in the first quarter. 211 people watching already. Let's go. Good audience on a Friday evening. If you haven't already, hit that sub button. We have to get to 8,600 tonight. It's a minimum. I also don't know if we got to 50 likes before tip. We're at 54 right now. Who knows? But, it's Friday night. I'll give you guys the benefit of the doubt. I don't know if you guys, and we eclipse that 50 like before tip-off milestone, but I'll take a shot anyway, folks. Oh, I see, yeah. Antonio says Jovic D is weak. He's actually played good defense tonight. Yeah, Chase, I'm trying to get drunk. I did get to see a good game yesterday between the Heat and the Mavericks when I was in arena. Unfortunate loss. It was fun, though. It was very fun. Benign says, would you trade Jimmy for SGA? I would. I know it's tough to say I'd trade Jimmy Butler. I think there's like 3 players in the NBA I would trade Jimmy for. And the 3 of them would be SGA, Luka, and probably Jokic. Those are probably the only 3. I'm not doing it for Giannis. Probably not doing it for Anthony Edwards, but boy, I'd have to think about it. But I'm probably not. But those 3, I absolutely am. 10-10 as we're almost halfway through this first quarter. Today's Super Chat menu, as we have 200 people watching. Any Super Chat gets on the screen, gets on the show. $10 gets you a raffle ticket for a laser-printed autographed Dwayne Wade and LeBron James photo. Both signatures are on the photo. It's the famous D-Wade pass to LeBron where he's sprinting away looking at the camera and LeBron's throwing it home. $10 gets you a raffle ticket for that. $20 Super Chat is shots of tequila. I took one for free for crossing 50 likes. $50 is a beer bong where I shotgun a beer. Coors Light are the ones I have on deck today. Mountains are blue. But a $5 Super Chat, I will crack open a beer and sip every $5 Super Chat. And today's deal of the day is not really my deal of the day. It's from my guy, Jesus Batista, who won this D-Wade laser-printed autograph jersey, but wanted to give it away and said the person who sends in the most Super Chats tonight gets the jersey shipped out to them. Right now, the leading man is Mr. Gio with $20, so he would get the jersey if the stream ended right now. All right, we're almost back, ready to go for the Thunder and Heat game where we're tied at 10. What's up, Aubrey? Oh, the Nic Rohloff hater is back. What's up, NRH? No substitutions for Miami. Out of the break, a perfectly designed set from OKC finds Chet Holmgren on a lob slam dunk. The second-year man/rookie is averaging 17 points and 8 rebounds a game. Rozier, pocket pass to Adebayo, mid-range jumper for Bam, goes, and he's on the board for the first time tonight with a nice little smooth jumper. How about Rozier and Bam's connection through the pick and roll? It's been fantastic. Rozier had 11 assists yesterday against the Thunder. He's been playing really good ball over the last 5 games, actually averaging 19 points, 19 points, 7 assists, while shooting 48% from the field and 41% from 3 over the last 5 games. Terry Rozier has been really, really good, folks. Turnover, I believe they're going to say Jalen Williams traveled with it, so it's going back to Miami. It's tied up at 12. Low-scoring game after how high-scoring the Heat had in their first quarter yesterday against the Dallas Mavericks. That was unbelievable to watch. The 3-point display from Miami in the first quarter. It was unbelievable. We couldn't miss. Jaquez checks in for Jimmy. Jovic also sits down. Caleb Martin in. Caleb Martin sporting a headband tonight. Good set by Miami as Duncan Robinson got it to Bam at the mid-post, who dumped it inside the Jaime Jaquez, who got fouled by Chet Holmgren. So Triple J is going to go to the line for 2. Jaquez played one heck of a game against the Mavericks yesterday, knocked down 3 threes. His effort was all over the place, doing an excellent job of crashing the glass and helping out on that end. He also makes the first free throw here. It's 13-12. Caleb Martin rocking a headband. Haven't seen that in a while. He's been playing good ball too. Ever since the All-Star break, he's shooting 60% from beyond the arc. Gordon Hayward checks in for OKC. Almost forgot about him. One of the more sneaky pickups at the trade deadline by the Thunder. Jaquez goes 2 for 2 at the line, so Heat back up by 2. What up, Melvin? What's up, Joshua? Probably not trading Jimmy for Halliburton, because I don't know if Halliburton could be the number one guy on a championship team in the next 2 or 3 years. We know Jimmy can be a championship caliber number one guy, but it would be tempting. Like I'm only trading Jimmy for like 3 or 4 guys. What up, 2 Wavy? 69 likes. Nice. Heat looks like, did they go to their zone for the first time today? It looks like they are in their zone for the first time. SGA swings the Lou Dort. He'll put up a left wing 3 and knock it down to put the Thunder back up in front by 1, 15-14. He's averaging 10 a game this year, shooting 40% from 3. How about that? Jaquez drives in on SGA. Footwork pretty by the rookie as he spins inside and gets it off the glass. So a quick 4 points for Triple J after just checking into the ball game, taking Gilgeous-Alexander off the dribble. SGA returns the favor, gets the step on Jaquez, and then draws the foul. I believe that's Jaime's second foul already. I think he grabbed an off-ball foul and then that one right there. So that's something to keep your eye out for. Triple J already has 2 personals, I believe. Let me double check that. That is Jaime's second foul. So he might have a short stint here if he picks up another one. SGA makes the first free throw, 16 all. If you remember, the Thunder have 2 Jalen Williams. One of them is a really talented wing from Santa Clara. One is a big man from Arkansas who's their backup center. SGA uncharacteristically misses the second free throw, so we're even at 16. Rozier to Bam. Bam spinning, stripped by the help. Good hands by Lou Dort. Here comes Gilgeous-Alexander. Looking for the drive on Bam. Gets by him. Loses the ball. But it goes off Caleb Martin's hands and out of bounds. So the Thunder will keep the ball. SGA trying to draw a foul on Adebayo. But the refs did not fall for the floppy bait. Yeah, that's a good no call. There's no contact. Caleb needs to grab that ball, though. I don't know how that slips through his hands. 13 on the shot clock. Gordon Hayward inbounding. Gets it to Isaiah Joe in the corner. Can't leave him. He is a sniper. Drives it on Duncan. Kicks it to Gordon Hayward. Corner triple is good for the veteran. And the Thunder have, I believe, what is their largest lead of the game at 19-16. And Eric Spoelstra is going to call a quick timeout here as we go to our second timeout of the first quarter. 4:15 to go in the first period. Heat trail 19-16 in a very evenly matched back and forth first 12 minutes. Thus far, at least. While we are in a TV timeout, let me tell y'all about one of our sponsors on today's stream, and that is Factor Meals, America's #1 ready-to-eat meal delivery kit and service that is the best way to have healthy and great-tasting meals at your disposal on the go. What is Factor? Well, I'll tell you. It's fresh, never frozen, dietitian-approved, chef-crafted meals that are ready to go in just 2 minutes. They have over 35 different options to choose from on a weekly basis, including Calorie Smart Meals, which are my personal favorite, Protein Plus, Keto, Vegan and Veggie. There's more options to choose from as well. There's also 60 add-ons to help you stay fueled up and feeling good all day long. Pancakes, smoothies, and more. Discover a wide variety of easy options for the entire day, like breakfast, midday bites, and more. No prep, no mess meals. Factor meals are ready to heat and eat, so there's no prepping, cooking, cleaning up, which is my also personal favorite because I despise having to clean up and wash the dishes, wash the pots and pans, clean up the area where you're cooking at the surfaces. Those are the worst. With Factor, you don't have to worry about a thing. So head to factormeals.com/HeatChat50 and use code HeatChat50 to get started today. You'll get 50% off when you use code HeatChat50 at factormeals.com/HeatChat50. Link is in the live chat and description of the live stream. 230 people watching. What's up, TGD Prod? Saying, yo! If you haven't already, make sure you hit that sub button. We're in sub-only mode all the time now, so if you want to partake in the comment section, talk with other Heat fans, let me see your comments. You have to be subscribed. We also put out content on the daily basis surrounding the Miami Heat. And we'll have a video go out tomorrow. We'll have a watch party on Sunday against the Wizards once again. I do have to admit, this upcoming week will be dicey with watch parties. If you don't know, it's NFL free agency week, which is the busiest week of the year for us here at Chat Sports. So NBA kind of gets put on the back burner a little bit because of how chaotic it is in the NFL scene. I'm hoping to do a watch party on Wednesday when the Heat host the Denver Nuggets, but I can guarantee you there will not be a watch party on Friday or Sunday. The Heat play 2 games against the Pistons that Friday and Sunday. We will not be live for any of those games, unfortunately. Hopefully going to be live for Wednesday's game against the Nuggets, but no promises. But after this upcoming week, it's full throttle for the rest of the season. I don't expect us to miss another game after this upcoming week. So I wanted to give a quick note there. Adebayo's still in the game. So is Jaquez. Jaquez gets it on the low block. He's backing down Gordon Hayward, gets him in the air and draws a foul. So the rookie out of UCLA is earning himself another trip to the charity stripe. He's already got a quick 4 points since checking in just 2 minutes ago. Has a chance to make it 6. He's already 2 for 2 at the line tonight. Yeah, apologize for the games being missed yesterday and this upcoming week, but personal and Chat Sports schedule getting a little nutty here, so have to work around it. But like I said, after this upcoming week, I do not expect us to miss another game for the rest of the season. Jaquez goes 2 for 2 at the line, so Heat trail by 1. He also put on a little bit of a pressure here, which will fall back into a 2-3 zone like it always does. And it forces a turnover. The rookie out of Kentucky, Cason Wallace, just lets the ball go right through his hands as Gordon Hayward threw him a pass. Nice hands, Butterfingers. Speaking of Butterfingers, any of you guys like the Butterfinger candy? My dad loved it and was one of the more popular candies in the Rohloff household when I was growing up. It's solid. I think I've kind of grown out of the Butterfingers. I don't know if I'd pick that up as my candy to go to when I'm going on a cheat candy. Jaquez swings at the Caleb Martin for a corner 3. No good. Like I said, he's been shooting the piss out of the ball lately, though. 60% from beyond the arc since the All-Star break. SGA has it now, working on Caleb Martin. Kicks it out to Wallace. He drives baseline on Rozier. Rozier pokes it away. Duncan Robinson grabs the loose ball. Outlets it out to Rozier. Rozier drives inside, runs, and gets pinned by Jalen Williams. And now the Thunder running out in transition. Isaiah Joe, layup, good. 3-point lead now for OKC. 21-18. Martin brings it up. I don't hate Rozier attacking the glass there. Just got to go up more strong or get a better look than that. Duncan Robinson left open, and he ties the game up with his first triple of the night. 21-all. There you go, Dunk. Get me started, Dunk. I'll tell you, in the first quarter, there was a lot of 3 signals and going like this in the first quarter. Didn't go so much in the second half. Turnover, Adebayo gets his hand on it. Jaquez out and running. Jaime to the rim. Lefty layup, goaltend. Yep, Gordon Hayward got there late, and Jaime Jaquez Jr. now with 8 first-quarter points. The rookie has come out with his hair on fire in this first period. 4 for 4 from the free throw line, a pair of layups. Jaime Jaquez Jr. with 8 first-quarter points. How about this rookie performance tonight? Spam the triple J's. Let's go. SGA working on Caleb Martin. It's more of a 2-3 zone from Miami. He dumps it inside the Cason Wallace, who misses the free throw line jumper. Offensive board for the Thunder. Kick out SGA 3. Good. My God, is he a talented hooper, man. Back on top by 1 for the Thunder. The Thunder are 3 for 6 from beyond the arc. Miami 1 of 5. Rozier swings it to Martin. Martin turns it over. What is Caleb doing? Caleb was arguing that Bam was fouled. They said Jalen Williams grabbed the arm of Adebayo when trying to post up. But pass was still not even close to the outstretched arm of Adebayo. That was a horrible pass. Cam, Benign, Yami, Juan, Galaxy, all spamming those triple J's. Love it. Looks like a man-to-man defense here for the Heat. SGA drives inside. Great defense by Caleb Martin. Jaquez with the loose ball, out and running. Jaime inside, fouled, and they're going to say Jaime was shooting, so Triple J is going to go to the free throw line for the third time in the quarter. So Jaime Jaquez Jr. has the chance to have 10 first-quarter points and will be at the free throw line for 6 attempts. Jalen Williams was very obviously still shifting his upper body while taking that contact, so it will be confirmed. What? How about this, folks? How about this? Well, Jaquez missed the first free throw, so that's number one. Number two, Patty Mills has checked into the game, and he misses both free throws. So now 4 of 6 from the line. God damn it, Jaime. Nikola Jovic checks back in. Heat trail by 1. Patty Mills is in the game. Everyone spam your PMs for Patty. We're number 88, first player in Heat history to wear that number. How about that? How about that? Still here, Colin. Oh, look at this guy. Cullen wants to do a beer bong race. I'll make the deal. How about this? We're not the craziest channel. We're not Raiders. A $20 super chat. We're going to do a beer bong race. So 2 beers being chugged, one by myself, one by... You have never met Cullen here at the Heat Report. He's one of our new producers, actually the newest producer at Chat Sports. He'll hop on screen. We'll have a race. $20 super chat. Missed 3 by OKC. Jovic with the board. He'll bring it up as him and Jimmy both check back in. It's Jovic, Patty Mills, Jaquez, Caleb Martin, and Butler. Jaquez 3. Good! Jaime Jaquez Jr. with 11 first-quarter points. The Heat are up 2. Great swing pass by Jovic, who was backing down, I believe, is Gordon Hayward. Jovic just has the eyes of a true playmaker. Cason Wallace, corner 3. Can't answer. Rebound by the Thunder. Isaiah Joe has it. 35 seconds to go. SGA defended by Caleb Martin. SGA's been in the entire first quarter. To Wallace. Wallace, second chance opportunity, and he does not miss that one. Thunder back out in front by 1. Heat won't go 2 for 1, so they'll settle for 1 shot here at the end of the quarter. Jaime getting inside the paint. Drop off to Martin. Martin on the baseline. Will reset the offense back out to Jimmy, right wing. 8 to go on the shot clock. Back to Caleb. Straight on triple. Good! Caleb Martin knocks down the triple. He up back by 2. 29-27. 10 to go in the quarter. Way to battle. Way to battle, Miami. Jaime. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. SGA had the stanky leg for Caleb, but great help defense by Jovic forces a missed layup, and that will be the end of the first quarter. The Heat will go into the second period with a 29-27 lead. How about that help defense from Nikola Jovic preventing an easy layup for SGA after he had Caleb Martin doing the stanky leg? That's a good beginning, folks. Good beginning. Now we just got to put up another good 3 quarters. It's going to be difficult on the road on the second night of a back-to-back against a team with as good as OKC, but you got to have the guts. I said going 1-1 on this road trip against the Thunder and Mavericks is a necessity and is a dream of mine. Lost the first, so this one would be nice. Then you beat the Wizards on Sunday, have a 3-1 week. Pretty good. Our Super Chat menu is as followed as we are between the first and second quarter. Any Super Chat gets on the show. $10 is a raffle ticket for our month-long raffle that is for a D-Wade and LeBron James laser-printed autograph photo. Both their signatures on it. The greatest duo in Heat history. Wade and LeBron right there. Get perfect man cave item. $20 is shots, but we are offering a deal as long as Cullen is here. I don't know how long that's going to be. I think Jack Sperry's holding him hostage. I think he is. I think he's getting held hostage here at Chat Sports. We have a hostage situation. Not actually, don't call the cops. $20 super chat is a beer bong race. Usually I price it at $50 just for myself, but because Cullen is so kind, he's actually a Thunder fan, by the way, so we can make the Thunder fan drink. $20 super chat. I will chug a Coors Light. Cullen will chug a Coors Light. We'll race to see who can do it the fastest. Heat versus Thunder on the drinking stage as well. It would also tie you up for our MVP. And the MVP of our stream tonight will get this laser-printed, autographed Dwayne Wade jersey shipped out to you. So a $20 super chat, unless it's Mr. Gio who sends it in, increases their lead to $40 or ties Mr. Gio for the super chat MVP. And it's a double beer bong race here at the Heat Report. I don't know what else you could possibly want. I don't know. We're offering all the deals today. I think it's the best deal you'll ever see on the channel, to be honest with you. $20 beer bong race and ties and potentially could get you in the running to get that D-Wade laser printed jersey. I mean, I don't know what else you'd want. That's just how I feel. Chet, I believe, has like 4 or 5, or I think 2 points. I think he only has that one alley-oop dunk. Heat starting the second quarter with the ball. Jovic has it. Good pass inside the Jimmy. Jimmy pump fake, layup, good! Plus the foul, and one. Jimmy Butler, as the Heat open up their largest lead of the game at 4 points. Yes, that is the case. That is what the chemistry between Nikola and Jimmy is just so evident. Good off-ball screen. Got the switch from Cason Wallace on the Jimmy. Good defender, Cason Wallace, but too undersized to guard Jimmy. Jovic just lobbed it in perfectly from the right wing into Butler, who makes the free throw, and now it's a 5-point lead for Miami. The staggering of the Jovic minutes are much better tonight. First 6 minutes with Jimmy, and now starting the second quarter after coming in the final minute of the first period. Like this. Cason Wallace drives inside, drop off past the Giddey for an easy layup alongside the baseline. 32-29. I tell you what, this Thunder team is young, but they have some talent. Wallace. Patty Mills swings it to Jovic. Nikola doesn't have any points in this game. Back to Mills. Patty Mills now to Jimmy in the corner. Jimmy drives in. Back to Mills. Top of the key three is good! Patty Mills with a triple. His first shot attempt as a member of the Miami Heat is a three, and he knocks it down. Spam the 88s. Nikola Jovic pins Jalen Williams off the glass. And then Patty Mills turns it over. Come on, Patty. But how about that sequence of a Patty Mills three into a Nikola Jovic pin job? Josh Giddey, good pass on the baseline to Jalen Williams, who lays it up and in. Patty Mills, quick release for the veteran, too. That ball gets in his hand and is out of his hands very quickly. 8 ties, 10 lead changes in this one. Heat lead by 4. Martin takes Chet Holmgren off the dribble, smokes the layup, rebound down to Giddey. He swings it over to Aaron Wiggins. Back to Holmgren. Holmgren's three, no good, and Jaime Jaquez Jr. checks the board. $10 super chat from Mr. Gio. How about this? If someone answers Mr. Gio's super chat with a $10 one of their own in the next 2 minutes, we'll honor that as a $20 super chat. Good ball movement by Miami. It finds Patty Mills in the corner for a three. It's good! Patty Mills! 2 threes in the period. He's got 6 points. The man is a sniper. Jalen Williams 3 over Jovic, no good. Mills with the board. Heat have a 7-point lead. Who's going to match Mr. Gio to get a beer bong race? Jaquez on the baseline. Inside. Bucket! The Heat open up a 9-point lead. It's 40-31. Timeout on the floor by the Thunder. The Thunder need a timeout. Spam the fireball emojis. The Heat just got more dangerous with the addition of Patty Mills. What a sniper. He's gotten 2 shot attempts, Corner three, top of the key three, right off the catch. And it's Sniper Gang out in Miami. Up 9. Keep it rolling. Keep it rolling. Spam the fireball emojis. Monty 2K, C-Note, TBC, Killa Cam, Tyler, Antonius, Supercar, Ramon. Also, still, is someone going to rise up and meet the call of Mr. Gio? I'll offer the deal for another 2 minutes. $10 super chat is a beer bong race between me and Cullen. We already got 10. We just need another 10 to equal 20. It's kind of embarrassing. Cullen's really never been here for a Heat Report live stream because we do it so late. He's usually out of here by now. You're kind of making us look bad right now. He's looking at me and saying, come on now. I thought the Heat Report fans got down like that. I thought we did too. I thought we did too. Mr. Gio always stepping up. Tonight's MVP with a leading $30. I can't believe how good Patty Mills is. How about that? Antonius, did Mills play? He is playing, and he's got 6 points on 2 for 2 threes. He's just been knocking them down. What's up, New Gen NBA? Patty's been in the game for, I think, about 4 minutes total, the final minute of the first quarter and the first 3 minutes of the second. He's been great. He hasn't been a liability on defense, and with Duncan Robinson out of the game, Patty Mills has taken that role of being the guy you can't sag off because the Thunder have left Patty Mills open for 3 twice, top of the key and in the corner, and both have went in, and both haven't even touched rim. Hey, we got the $10 super chat from Killa Cam, and this is Killa Cam's first time super chat. Killa Cam 66666. Shout out to you, Killa Cam. That gets you a raffle ticket for the D. Wade Braun laser printed jersey. Mr. Gio also coming back with a 10. We'll get to that in a second. Next TV timeout, Colin, we'll do it. I'll call it. I got my own, so we're good there. Jalen Williams drives on Jovic and lays it in with the right hand. 40-33. Let's not blow another lead, though. Let's not blow another lead. Killa Cam, appreciate the first time super chat. 2 claps for Killa Cam, first timer. Jovic gets it at the elbow. He's looking to facilitate. Lobs it inside the Butler. A little bit of an errant pass. It's batted out to Patty Mills. Mills drives inside. Floater. God! Where were you when Patty Mills became the best player on the Miami Heat? He's got 8 points. 9-point lead for Miami. How about Patty Mills? Holy shit. Giddey swings at the Jalen Williams. Pump fake. Back to Lou Dort. Dort fires from the parking lot and leaves it short. Jovic with the rebound. He's pushing. Swings it to the corner. It's wide open. Caleb Martin. That's no good. Caleb 1 for 3 from beyond the arc. Can't make them all. Oh, I thought they called a charge for a second. Patty Mills called for a blocking foul. I thought they might have called it for a charge. Thought he tried to get set in front of Giddey. Did not, according to the officials. Shout out to Mr. Gio again with a $10 super chat. Now Mr. Gio is up to $40. Today's MVP so far Jalen Williams, a.k.a. J-Dub, misses. So Heat basketball up 9. What a move by Jaquez. Drop off pass to Jovic. He swings it out to Mills. Mills, mid-range pull-up. I think it was blocked. Ball fought for, goes out of bounds. They're going to say Jaime Jaquez touched it last, so it's going back to OKC. Shout out to you, Mr. Gio. You get another raffle ticket. And then my main man, Cino. Let's go. Heat. Just got back home from work. F McDonald's. Hey. Love the grind, Cino. Love the grind. Don't matter. Get that grind in, young folk. Corner 3 missed by OKC. Butler with the board. Heat still hold a 9-point lead. Jaquez in the corner, backing down Lou Dort. Gets 2 feet in the paint. Kicks it out to Mills. He's open. Patty Mills. Another triple! Patty Mills is the best shooter in the NBA. He's got 11 points, 3 triples. Heat up 12. Turnover. Here comes Caleb Martin up to Butler. Back to Martin. Layup. God! Heat up 14. Another timeout is used by OKC. Heat lead 47-33. We got snipers. We got shooters. We got finishers. We got it all in the 3:05. Get the fireballs rocking again. The Thunder can't contain the Heat. Let's go, Heat. Let's go, Heat. Let's go, Heat. Crack open my beer. I'll just take one sip now. Shout out to C-Note. And then we're going to do the beer chug. Cullen, when you're ready. I'm going to pour mine now. Shout out to C-Note. Shout out to Mr. Geo. Shout out to Killa Cam. Shout out to TBC, Supercar, Bob, Melvin, Tashani, Nuke, Antonius, Chino, Kane Angel, for all spamming those fireball emojis as the Heat have come out on fire tonight, pun intended. And Patty Mills has 3 triples. He's 3 for 3 from beyond the arc, 11 points for the ball game. He's 4 for 5 from the field as he's made a floater. He's missed the mid-range because he got blocked. But how about this? Welcome, Mr. Cullen, to the watch party at the Heat Report. Appreciate you, Cullen. He's a Thunder fan, unfortunately. That's actually not that unfortunate. Thunder, I got to be honest, are my second team. I think I've said that to you. That's the team I root for in the West. But let me know down in the comment section who you got in this beer chug. Type R for Rolly. Type C for Cullen. If I see any C's, you're banned. All right. I'm going to give a countdown of 3, 2, 1, and then we'll chug on 1. Let's go here. Here. Salute. I like that. 3, 2, 1, go. Oh, what is this? You see that spillage? Foam. I don't know what happened. It was a very close race. I saw spillage. That means I win. Cullen's distraught. That was a good battle, though. I was told Cullen was one of the better chuggers in the office. I've never chugged against Cullen, but I've been told he did a beer boot on the Raiders report and just absolutely manhandled that thing. Yeah. But I think I'm going to take a win. Thanks for riding everybody in with me. PV, suck it. Nic Rohloff hater. Take it easy, fellas. Take it easy. Excuse me. We're back in action. I saw someone just subscribed. I mean, where else are you going to find this fun when watching Heat basketball? Gordon Hayward has it left wing, driving on Caleb Martin, spinning inside into a crowd, out to Lou Dort. Lou Dort drives inside, layup, good. Good left-handed lay by Lou Dort here. Looked like he was out of control, but was able to find it off the glass. Jaquez brings it up. This 5-man lineup right now of Jaquez, Martin, Jovic, Jimmy, and Patty Mills has been excellent defensively and offensively. Mills driving back to Jovic, right wing 3 for Nikola, left it short. Good offense, though, by Miami. Created a wide open look. Jalen Williams drives on Caleb Martin. They're going to whistle Caleb for a reach-in foul. Heat got to keep their foot on the gas pedal. This is one of the best teams in the NBA when referring to the Thunder. This would be a massive road win for the Heat. And although they have a 12-point lead right now, this team is going to make a run. Jovic and Jimmy both check out. I doubt that Jovic is going to play 30 minutes like Jimmy Butler, but I find it very fascinating that Jovic and Butler have mirrored minutes in the first half. Mills will check out as well. Duncan in. Got to send off a tweet here. Turnover, good defense by Miami. Bam Adebayo getting in the passing lanes. Here comes Miami. Duncan Robinson's got it right wing. Inside the Bam, but he loses it. It's a turnover by Miami. Going back to the Thunder. Jalen Williams has it left wing. Both Williams is in the game. J-Dub will be referred as the good one. Jalen Williams will be the center. Jalen Williams knocks down a three off of a pass from J-Dub. So the Thunder cut it back to a single-digit game, 47-38. Jaquez drives inside, stops, banks it in, Triple J. 13 first-half points. Jaquez has been unbelievably good tonight. Patty Mills, Jaime Jaquez Jr. leading the way for Miami. How about that? By the way, Jaime's up to 15 points, not 13, excuse me. Jalen Williams, mid-range jumper, no good. Rebound to Adebayo. Here comes Rozier, gets it to Duncan. Duncan to Bam, ball loose, finds Caleb Martin. Martin, free throw line jumper, leaves it short. Here comes the Thunder. They got numbers. J-Dub out to Aaron Wiggins. He pump fakes, lets a three fly. Can't make it. Thunder have missed a lot of good open looks tonight, but the Heat defense has also been good as well. Great to see good defense on a second night of a back-to-back. But the problem with Miami is that they've just been turning the ball over. Here's another one as Rozier tried to get it to Adebayo. J-Dub drives inside. Euro steps, fouled by Rozier, so J-Dub is going to head to the line 4-2. The Thunder have done an excellent job, in my opinion, of getting their hands in the passing lanes and causing some disruption for the Heat. Although they do have 49 points with 4:25 to go in the first half, they forced the Heat in the turnovers. Miami's just had a very nice shooting game so far. Miami is shooting 5 for 7 from 3. 6 for 13 from 3, 5 for 7 from the line, 19 for 36 at the field and hole. Thunder are fully healthy today. No injuries for them. Tyler Hero, Kevin Love remain out for Miami. J-Dub goes 2 for 2 at the line, so the lead back under single digits for Miami. 4 to go in the first half. J-Dub getting a little overzealous with his defense with Duncan Robinson, and he'll pick up the foul and then head straight to the bench. Is he in foul trouble? I believe that's only his first foul, so I don't know why he was so quick to get pulled from the game. But either way, he's on the bench as SGA checks back in. Jaquez, Duncan, Rozier, Bam, and Caleb Martin are your 5 for Miami. Jaquez has 15 points. He's the leading scorer for the Heat in this first half. He's 5 for 6 from the field, 4 for 6 from the line. Ball tipped out of bounds, so Miami will have it sideline out with 9 to go on the shot clock. Inbounded to Bam. Handoff to Duncan. Duncan drives inside, out to Caleb. Caleb has to put something up. Step back 3, no good. Rebounded offensively by Adebayo, and he gives Miami a second chance. He's backing down Jalen Williams. Gets to the paint, pump fake, goes up strong, fouled. Adebayo creating a second chance opportunity for Miami and earning himself a trip to the charity stripe for the first time tonight. Bam has been quiet on the offensive end, much like yesterday. He's been very impactful defensively, but Bam only has 2 points on 1 of 3 shooting thus far. Chance to add to that total with 2 free throws. Like I said, 3:53 to go in the first half. Heat have led for most of this first 12 minutes. God fucking damn it, Bam. Adebayo misses the free throw. He went 2 of 6 at the line yesterday. It's so hard right now because Bam is so damn good defensively and with the rebounding factor for Miami. But when he's bad offensively, it's bad. He does split the pair, so lead is back to 10, 50-40. Under 4 minutes to go in the first half. Rozier defending SGA. SGA drives left, swings it to Joe. Joe triple, he's a sniper, and he knocks it down. Man, he is one heck of a three-point shooter. Lead down to 7. Haywood Highsmith checks in for Caleb Martin. Can't leave Isaiah Joe, man. Bam, top of the key, gets it to Rozier. Rozier looking inside to Jaquez. Instead takes SGA off the dribble. Terry, right floater, rims in and out. I tell you what, Rozier has a lot of in and outs, man. Poor luck for the young man. SGA backing down Rozier. Spins baseline. Reverse layup. Smoked it. Not very often will you see SGA miss a shot that close to the rim. Scary Terry hits the outlet and brings it up. Working on Wiggins. Now to Highsmith on the right wing. Bam's defended by SGA. They get it to him on the elbow. Good pass by Adebayo to Jaquez, who throws down the slam alongside the baseline. Bam has been struggling with his shot, but he's one of the best playmaking bigs in the NBA. Saw the double coming and just quickly whipped it past the Jaquez on the baseline, who's now up to 17 points in the first half. Heat in a zone. SGA left open for three. Back rim, no good. Good box out by Duncan, which allows Bam the sky in for the board. Heat hold a 9-point lead, 2.5 to go in the half. Duncan curling three, no good. Bam, offensive rebound, goes to the rim. Lot of contact, no good. Rebound by Isaiah Joe, and now the Thunder will bring it back up. A lot of long rebounds in this first half. SGA working on Jaquez. Spinning. What a move by SGA. Holy shit, was that one of the best moves. Bank shot, fade away, good. There is not many people in the entire world that can defend that. Isolating between the legs, drives left, spins back after one dribble into a fadeaway off glass. My goodness. SGA with 12 points and 4 assists on 5 of 10 shooting. That move was absolutely disgusting. That move is a move that you try to do that in your own garage and you're likely going to airball it and there's no defenders. SGA is doing that in the NBA. See Bob saying, where's Josh? Josh Richardson, he's out for the year. Separated shoulder, he had surgery, he's done. We talked about one of our sponsors earlier today, which is Factor Meals. Our other sponsor on the live stream is Prize Picks, the #1 daily fantasy sports app in North America. And I made some picks for tonight's game, as I always do. I play Prize Picks on every single day basis. I went with 3 picks. I went with a combined more than 53.5 points from SGA and Jimmy. Jimmy's got 9. SGA's got 12, so that's 21. We're kind of on pace. Caleb Martin more than 9.5. Caleb has got 5, so on pace there. I took more than on Chet Holmgren, 1.5 threes. He's got 0 so far. He's 0 for 2. I figured he would shoot a bunch of threes, because he's going to be afraid to drive inside on Bam. He just has not made any. But get started with Prize Picks today. Download the app. Use code CLNS to get a first deposit match up to $100. Link is in the live chat and description of today's stream. Meek Mill, Sugar Sean O'Malley play Prize Picks every single day. Join them. You can see their picks. Butler checks back in for the final 2 minutes of the half. It's Highsmith, Rozier, Jimmy, and Bam. Bam in the block. 5 to go on the shot clock. He's doubled. Out to Butler. Jimmy pump fakes the corner 3. Now drives. Spins. Has to put it up a shot. He does. But they call an offensive foul as Butler leaned into Lou Dort. Butler shocked, but it looked like he did put his shoulder into Lou Dort. I agree with the call. My issue with Jimmy there is that Bam kicked it out to you. You had a wide open catch and shoot 3, yet you decided to pump fake and drive inside with 3 on the shot clock. Just take the catch and shoot 3 with 6 on the shot clock, dude. That's the shit with Jimmy that's semi-frustrating. Gordon Hayward curling, floater, too strong. Butler with the board. He'll push. Swings it to Rozier. Working on Hayward. I'd spread this out. Let Rozier go one-on-one with Gordon Hayward. Instead, they get it to Butler on the right elbow. He's backing down SGA. Triple teamed. Butler out to Duncan. 3 from the right corner. Left it short. And Hayward with the board. Minute to go in the first half. SGA met by Butler. Step back 3. Rattles in and out. And Duncan Robinson with the board. Outlet to Rozier. Terry out and running. He slows it down. Throws it to Butler. Jimmy goes up quickly and lays it up and in. SGA was the defender. And he was caught napping. Lead back up to 9 with 40 seconds to go in the first half. Highsmith defending SGA here. SGA. My question to Jimmy is, why aren't you shooting the three off the catch in the corner right away? We know that the corner is your favorite spot in terms of three-point shooting. With 5 on the shot clock, Bam's doubled in the block. You catch it and you put it up immediately. There's no contest on that three. Why wouldn't you just shoot that immediately? Butler is one of the most fascinating players in the NBA, and he gives you a lot of head-scratching moments, I tell you what. I've never seen a player so good do so many things that confuse you. This is like, why? You're a good three-point shooter, Jimmy. Why not shoot it right off the catch? What's up, Tamar? SGA makes both free throws, so lead back to 7. Rozier will bring it up. This will be likely the final possession of the half for Miami. Rozier working on, I think that's Aaron Wiggins. Pick and roll. Rozier to Butler. Butler inside. Out to Highsmith. Back to Rozier. Left wing 3 for Terry. Good! Rozier with his first triple of the game. Lead back to double digits. One stop. Under 10 seconds to go in the half. SGA drives on Highsmith. Met by 2 people. Step back, deep 2-point shot. No good. That is the half. Great close to the first 24 minutes. The Heat will go into the break with a 10-point lead on the second night of a back-to-back against the best team in the Western Conference record-wise. 57-47. Great defense by Miami. Better offense. And you hold a double-digit lead. And how about Rozier starting to get comfortable here? He's been averaging 19 points a game over the last 5 for Miami while shooting 48% from the field, 41% from 3, had 22-plus points last night against Dallas with 11 assists and 5 triples, and he had another really good first half tonight. He finished the first half with 7 points on 3 of 6 shooting and 1 of 1 from 3, as well as 3 assists. So he's on pace to have a 14.6 assist night while shooting 50% from the field and 100% from 3. It's just absolutely perfect. Rozier is really starting to round in the form for Miami. Perfect. Let's go. What a half for Miami. That fires me the hell up. Which brings me to this question, which if you've been around the channel for a while, you know the question I'm going to ask. Grade the Heat's performance so far. Very rare do I give out an A first half performance, but I am absolutely going to give out an A performance grade for that first 24 minutes. They held the Thunder, one of the best offensive teams in the NBA, under 50 points in the first half. This is the second night of a back-to-back for Miami. That usually means a little bit weaker legs after playing a tough game on the road against the Mavericks, and you come out, hold the Thunder under 50 points, but also score 57. That is a picture-perfect first half. Couldn't have asked for a better first 24 minutes. Mr. Gio says A. Blake A+. Mr. Gio A. Jaime B+. Harsh grader Jaime. Aiden Law A. Juan A. Anita A+. DBI A+. Nuke A. Antonius A. Lucas saying S. I don't know what that means. Manuel says, what up, broski? What up, man? Bob says A. Kane Angel says A-. That was just a really, really good first half for Miami, man. That might have been the best first half the Heat have played, considering the circumstances of second night of a back-to-back against the best team in the West, and you're up 10 at the break because you held them under 50 points. That's just as good as it gets. You're simply not going to find a better first half. I, by the way, have been covering the Heat on Twitter as well as YouTube. And I want you to follow me on Twitter. And what I'm going to do during the halftime break, every person that follows me on the Bird app on Twitter, I just put the link in the live chat, I'm going to follow you back. I want to grow my Twitter game. I want to get myself out there, get the Heat Report more out there on the Twitterverse. And the best way to do so is following me and seeing what I'm doing because I cover the Heat. I tweet about Miami on every single day basis. The best way to follow the Heat is to follow me on Twitter and subscribe to the channel. So if you have a Twitter, my link's in the live chat. Follow me. I'll follow you back during halftime. I want to grow my Twitter. I want to get to 850 followers relatively soon. I'm at like 730 right now. I want to get to a stack. I want to continue to grow my following, which only will help the Heat Report grow, which will only create more of a fun atmosphere for all you guys. Jeffrey says, why are you not live yesterday? It's because I had a watch, or I went to the game. Chat Sports is located in Dallas, Texas, which is obviously home of the Dallas Mavericks. Heat came to Dallas to play the Mavericks. They do it once a year, and I am going to take advantage and go watch our Miami Heat in person. That's why I was not live yesterday. Seeing if anyone's followed me on Twitter just yet. Garabuto says, hit me with a follow. Let's see the notification here. I don't see a notification of anyone following me. I'll be on the lookout, though. Jeffrey says, I'm waiting your live yesterday. Well, Jeffrey, I just told you why I wasn't live. I had a pretty good reason. I was at the game. Well, at least I think it's a pretty good reason. What's up says, yeah, don't go next time. They lost. You bad luck. Maybe I am bad luck. But when I only get one chance to watch the Miami Heat, I'm going to take advantage of it. So, it's not like I could fly to Miami and watch them play. So, I'll have to take advantage when they come here to Dallas. I did tell my friend, who's a Mavericks fan, who I went to the game with yesterday, that that might have been the last time I go to watch them in person in Dallas. Because I'm 0-2. Went last year when the Heat played the Mavs in Dallas, and if you remember that game, the Heat got blitzed by like 25. It wasn't even close. I think the Mavs jumped out to like a double-digit lead in the first quarter, and it like actually never got back under 10 points. They blitzed us. And then this year was an absolute. I mean, I give them credit. This year was a good game. And I tell you what, that was a playoff atmosphere in Dallas yesterday. I mean, when Luka was hitting those massively clutch shots on Twitter or in the fourth quarter, that place was exploding. And I give them credit. And I was like, the Mavs fans showed up. They created a great atmosphere. Felt like I was in a playoff game on the road. And when Luka was hitting those shots, man, they felt like daggers to the soul, especially when everybody around you was jumping up, going absolutely nuclear. I see one person followed me on Twitter. Follow back, Orbital. Shout out to you. Appreciate the follow. Halftime, our Super Chat menu. Any Super Chat gets on the show. If you want to talk about the Heat, ask me a question, anything, we'll get it. $10 Super Chat gets you a raffle ticket for our month-long raffle, which is this. D-Wade and LeBron, famous photo, maybe the most famous photo in Heat history. Laser printed autograph by both of those guys, D-Wade and LeBron, perfectly able to be hung up in your man cave, bedroom. If you consider yourself a Heat fan, all it takes is $10 to potentially get in line for this little puppy. That is a pretty good deal if you ask me. See if anyone takes advantage of it. Mr. Gio and Killer Cam have gotten some tickets tonight. $20 is shots of tequila. $50 for a beer bong. We had a beer bong race with Cullen. And how about this? I'll tell you what. Half off halftime. For the rest of the half, I'm feeling generous on a Friday night. I want to get litty. I want to get drunk. Half off halftime. So $5 will get you a raffle ticket for the Wade and Braun photo. $10 shots. And we'll actually go 20% or 60% off. $20 beer bong. And Cullen wants a rematch. So $20 beer bong race once again. Half off halftime. $20 beer bong race between Cullen and I. $10 for shots. $5 for a raffle ticket. And it will only help your case as we are shipping out this D-Wade laser printed jersey signed tonight to the Super Chat MVP. The person has sent in the most Super Chats. That person right now is Mr. Gio with $40. So right now he would be taking home the jersey. You can match him $40 or more. But half off halftime, who's going to take advantage? Who's going to take advantage? A $20 beer bong race. Once again, $10 shots, $5 Wade and Braun signed photo. Half off halftime, Mr. Gio taking advantage with a $10 super chat. Shout out to Mr. Gio, now up to $50 tonight. I'll do the same thing I did in the first. Hey! We're going to combine Mr. Gio and Garabuto, and we have got that $20 margin. So, Cullen, when you're ready, get your supplies. Half off halftime, folks. Half off halftime. Half off halftime. Half off halftime. It all starts with Mr. Gio. Let's go. Halftime. $10 super chat. And then Garabuto comes in. $10 shots, baby, from Buffalo. But Miami is my basketball team. Rip the Braves, Buffalo Braves. Rip Jordan Poyer, Micah Hyde. Garabuto, shout out to you. I don't think you knew this, but I'll tell you anyway. I'm from Rochester, New York. So you're from Buffalo. I'm from Rochester, New York. I mean, obviously, I live in Dallas, Texas now, but I am from that Western New York area, so I know exactly how you feel about the Buffalo sports teams. Unfortunately, I don't feel the same way about those Buffalo teams, but I am from that area. Shout out to you, Garabuto. Shout out to you, Garabuto. So what we'll do here is, because I feel good and feel happy that it's Friday and the Heat are up 10 at the half, I'm going to take a shot of tequila and then do the beer bong with Cullen. I'll honor both. Gentleman and a scholar, Cullen said. All right, grab the cores, get this puppy filled up. Nuke says Fins Bills. That I could get behind. I could get behind some Fins better than Bills. I mean, well, is that actually true? Probably not. But in terms of our eyes, we'll take it. We'll take it. Cullen looking for the smoke back. Any comments on what went wrong the first time? He wants an instant replay. All right. Same deal. 3, 2, 1. I'll say go, and then that's when we go. Bottoms up, fella. Here we go. All right. 3, 2, 1, go. Close battle, Cohen. You're a legend. Cohen, there's a lot of promise in this kid, I'll tell you what. There's a lot of promise in Cullen, but when you come onto the Heat Report, you have to be ready to absolutely chug your heart out of those little beer bongs because I'll be honest right now, I'll go full cocky rolling mode here. When it comes to that Murbanga that you just saw us chug out of, I don't think there's anyone in the building that can do it quicker than I can. I'm not the best beer boot. You'll probably get me on the beer boots because I can't do that much at one time. But when it comes to one beer, I just don't see anyone beat me. Don't see anybody. What's up? Cheers, James Hex. Oh, fun Friday night stream here. It's always fun to hang out with the Heat fans on a Friday, especially when the Heat are playing good ball like they are right now as they're up 10, 57-47 at half. Still honoring half off halftime. $10 super chat is shots. If we get a $20 super chat, I'll do another beer bong. Maybe Cullen won't, but I will. $5 gets you a raffle ticket as well. Excuse me. When you chug beer, fellas, a burp is bound to happen, so sorry for that. Let's read off some stats while we still are in half off halftime. Leading scorer for Miami is actually Jaime Jaquez Jr., the rookie from UCLA, has 17 first half points, 6 of 7 from the field, 4 for 6 from the free throw line, and is also 1 of 2 from 3. Second leading scorer is Jimmy Butler with 11 points, 5 of 8 from the field. He's also got 3 assists and 3 rebounds. How about Patty Mills being tied with Jimmy Butler for 11 points in the ball game? 4 for 5 from the field, 3 for 3 from beyond the arc. Rozier's got 7. Bam's only got 3. Duncan Robinson having a little bit of a rough game. He's got 3 points on 1 of 5 shooting from deep. Hopefully he has a better second half. Caleb Martin adding in 5 points for Miami as well. Leading scorer for the Thunder should be no surprise. It's SGA with 14 points, but a little bit of an inefficient night for the stud guard out of Kentucky. 5 for 12 from the field, so good defense from Miami. 8 points from Jalen Williams, 5 from Lou Dort, 4 from Giddey, 2 from Holmgren. He done an excellent job on him. 5 from Isaiah Joe off the bench, 3 for both Jalen Williams and Gordon Hayward off the bench, as well as Cason Wallace. Those are the first half stats, if you're able to gather all of those. Cheers, everybody. PV says, I pulled seniority last time, Rolly. I think if you watch the tape, we pulled down relatively at the same time, but I saw some foam hopping out, and call it how I see it. Like, I don't know. If I see foam falling out, I'm going to say I won. It was a close battle, though. Close battle. Half off halftime coming to a close as we're about to get underway in the second half. So it's time. 24 minutes to go in this one. Heat lead by 10. Who you got? Make your final predictions right now. Right now. Who you got? Get down below. Heat will start the second half with the ball. Still the same starting lineup. Duncan, Bam, Jovic, Jimmy, and Rozier. Jovic got it right wing right now, looking to get it inside the Bam, and does, who faces up Chet Holmgren on the right elbow. Back out to Duncan. They'll play two-man game. Duncan curling 3. No good. Duncan Robinson now 1 of 6 from beyond the arc. It's been a struggle for 55 tonight. Lou Dort 3 in transition for OKC is no good. And the Heat corral the rebound, so at least they start off well defensively. Heat up ahead. Rozier driving on Holmgren to the rack. Blocked by Jalen Williams. Wow, that was impressive. Wow. Williams the other way. Heat, they get it inside the Holmgren, who slams it home. That was a 4-point swing if I've ever seen one. Rozier looked like he had a room service layup. Here comes Jalen Williams out of nowhere to spin it and then turns it away. Rozier to Butler, corner 3. That's no good. Jimmy riding a 15-game streak, if at least a 3, longest of his career, none so far. Holmgren drives on Bam. Blocked! Adebayo putting Holmgren in prison right now. 5-on-4 for Miami. Jimmy to Jovic on the baseline. Jovic swings it to Duncan. 1 more to Rozier. 1 more to Butler. 1 more to Jovic. Corner 3. Good! That is an absolute clinic on how you move the basketball and play team offense. Heat up 11. That was perfect. It was just like 1 more. 1 more. 1 more. Oh, someone's finally wide open. Heat back up 11. Giddey drives in on Jovic, caught him sleeping on the show and go, the Draymond special. He lays it up and in. Looked like he was going to hand it off and then just darted inside for an easy layup. Butler backing down SGA. That's a foul. Yeah, SGA just bear hugged Jimmy Butler. I don't know if they're going to say shooting or not. It was a clear foul, though. Jovic now on the board for the first time. I think that was Jovic's first bucket. It was. So he's got 3 points tonight. It will be 2 free throws for Butler. He makes the first, so it's 61-51 in favor of Miami. I don't remember how Chet Holmgren played the first time the Thunder and Heat played, but Bam Adebayo's got Holmgren in absolute prison right now. Chet has got 4 points on 2 of 7 shooting. Prison. Butler goes 2 for 2 at the line, so Heat's lead back to 11 with 10 minutes to go in the quarter. SGA brings it up, gets a screen from Giddey, drives inside, kicks it out to Lou Dort. Left wing three for Lou Dort is no good. He's shooting 40% from three on the year, but he's really struggled tonight. Jimmy with the board, he brings it up, gets a screen from Jovic. Lou Dort's the defender. Now into Jovic in the short corner. Jovic facing up Giddey, backing him down, spinning, swings it to Jimmy. One more to Duncan. Three from the right wing. Good! Second triple of the game for Duncan Robinson. Lead up to 14, largest of the night. And it all started by Jovic beating his man in the post, setting up the Thunder defense to get in the rotation, which allowed Duncan to be open for three. SGA doubled. Kick out to Giddey. His three. Good. I mean, Giddey's shooting under 30% from three this year, so you'll live with those. Unfortunate that went in if you're Miami. Bam, pick and roll with Rozier. They get it to Adebayo. 8-foot push shot, no good. And Bam's offensive struggles continue. SGA, three in transition. He's no good there. Good board by Adebayo there. Boxing out Chet Holmgren. Bam, spinning, driving, out to Duncan. Duncan resets the offense for Miami. Rozier's got it. Back to Bam. Left block. Facing up Chet. Jab step. We'll see two bodies. Kicks it out to Duncan. Duncan gets a screen from Bam. Robinson, probing, drops it off to Adebayo. Another 8-foot push shot. Another miss. But ball is rebounded by Adebayo. Swung to Duncan. Duncan baseline. Stripped by SGA, and it's a turnover. Here come the Thunder as they trail by 11. Got to continue to build this lead when SGA has struggled from the field so much like he has. Step back mid-range shot for him. Good. He's not going to miss all night long. Know that for sure. Lead down the 9. Rozier gets a screen from Bam. He's at the free throw line. Jumper. Too strong. Giddey with the board. Here he comes. Giddey out in transition. Euro step. Drop off to Holmgren. But they call a foul on Rozier on the pass. So it'll be side out for the Thunder. Bam's really got to start showing up, man, on the offensive end. Be nice if Bam showed up, man. On offense. He's been great defensively again. But I need offense from you. You're an all-NBA player. SGA spinning, mid-range shot, good. His game, man. His game is so smooth. Lead down to 7. It's a 7-0 run for the Thunder as they just trailed 65-51. Bam turns it over. He's been so fucking bad on offense again. Jesus Christ. It's hard to be upset with Adebayo because of how good he's been defensively and on the glass, but he has been atrocious offensively again. J-Dub driving inside, right hook, good. A 9-0 run by the Thunder. Now trail by 5. Here comes OKC. Rozier's got it right wing. Gets it to Butler on the left wing. We need a shot to quiet down the crowd. Duncan drives inside. Drop off to Adebayo. Swung to Rozier. Corner 3 for Terry. Doesn't go. Rebound. Saved by OKC. Travel? They're going to call a timeout before the travel, and it's going to be Thunder ball. Lead was just 14. 9-0 run for the Thunder. Come on, Bam. Come on, man. Jaquez is out of the game right now. I'm outside today. I'm outside today. Oh, God. Do you guys feel my pain with Adebayo? Because here's the thing. There is no player in the NBA that has more of an impact on their specific team than Bam when it comes to defense and the rebounding. But when Bam is this bad offensively, it is hard to watch. It looks like a JV player trying to play on varsity. He's grown a little bit in terms of his mid-range shooting, but like but sometimes he falls in love with it too much and settles. But lately he hasn't been settling, which is what we've wanted. But he's still missing these 10-foot like floaters. Yeah, I'd say if he took 10 shots a game, 80% of them are painted area. I don't know if it's mental for Bam or what, but like he's missing bunnies, man. Missing bunnies. Missing bunnies. All right. Relax with the trade Bam, Brian. If we traded Bam, we'd become shit. I don't think y'all understand how impactful Bam is for this team. It's just that his offense is lacking. But when it comes to his defense, man, there's no one who does it better. Mr. Gio with a $2 super chat, tonight's MVP. Bam has been like this for a bit, needs to finish. Agree. Any super chat, I'm taking a sip of beer for the rest of the night. We'll beers cheers every time. Mountains or blow here at Chat Sports. Coors Light, baby. Mountains or blow. Yeah, DBI. I'm not disputing that. Like, Bam Adebayo is still the third best center in the NBA. It's Jokic, Gap, Embiid, Gap, Bam Adebayo. You can lump him in with, like, I think he's better than a Sabonis. He's better than an Anthony Davis. But, like, when Bam is not good offensively, it really gets ugly. It gets ugly. It's just simply, but he is simply the best defensive player in the planet. I don't give a shit about Rudy Gobert. Wemby's cool with his 3.4 blocks a night, but when you talk about defensive impact, the ability to switch, rebound, get in the passing lane, and deter shots, no one better than Adebayo. It's just like, give me some consistent offense, man. He's averaging 20 a game this year. But, like, it's just been a little bit of a struggle lately for Bam. All right, we're back. It's Thunder Ball. They trail by 5. The Heat were just up 14. It's a 9-0 run for the Thunder. SGA's got it. He drives left, has a step, floater at the elbow, left it short, rebound fought forward, got by a Jovic. That's why having Jovic on the floor with Bam is massive. Gives you two guys at 6'9", 6'10", that both can rebound. Bam, jab step, drives inside, double team, turned it over. Jesus Christ. Lou Dort out in transition, Euro step, lefty layup, good. Bam. I mean, Bam is the reason why the Thunder on an 11-0 run right now, because he's done nothing offensively. Duncan drives inside, swings it to Jovic, and Jovic stepped out of bounds. Oh, what's up, Tom? How's your Friday night going, Sipe? Ron Baker was in here. There he is. Ron Baker's there. Sipe and Baker back at it. 4th turnover of the quarter for Miami. It's just been a little bit of a disaster in that stretch. I think 2 of them are from Bam. I think. SGA drives inside. Fouled. Bucket. This game's going to be tied. It's going to be a 14-0 run by the Thunder. You knew the Thunder were going to make a run eventually because that's how good they are. They're the best team in the West record-wise. And the Heat are on the back-to-back, second night of it. So it's just like, it's going to be tough to maintain that level of play they had in the first half. You just hope the run was a 7-0 run and not a 14-0 run. SJ up to 21 points now, and we're tied at 65. Heat need to find a consistent source of offense right now. Is Minnesota higher than OKC now? I know the Thunder were first in the West a couple days ago. I don't keep up with the West like that. Rozier pick and roll with Adebayo. Rozier back to Bam. Bam pump fake. Swings it to Martin. Martin fouled. Jalen Williams reaches in and commits the foul. They have all the confidence in the world right now. Someone needs to make a shot for Miami to give the Heat some momentum and quiet this Thunder crowd down. Noticeably, Caleb Williams, got football in the brain. Caleb Martin was wearing a headband in the first half, not wearing a headband in the second half. Rozier inbounds it to Bam. Jovic and Jimmy sit down. Duncan to Bam. Bam, free throw line jumper. No good. Fucking horrible, man. SGA, holy shit, he just cooked Rozier, but an errant pass out of bounds. We're going to say the Heat tipped it, though. Yeah, I just realized. Has Thomas Bryant or Orlando Robinson checked in? They haven't. So the Heat have gone small when Bam leaves. Interesting. I never noticed that. I didn't notice that until now. No Thomas Bryant or Orlando Robinson so far in tonight's game. I know Bam hasn't played every minute, so who has played when Bam sat down? Did they really go small with Jovic? I should have paid attention to that. That's my bad, fellas. Jalen Williams to SGA. It's a zone for Miami. It's a 14-0 run for the Thunder. They're looking for their first lead in a very long time. It's a wide-open Jalen Williams 3. Hits front rim, bounces up and in. It is a 17-0 run for the Thunder. First lead since the first quarter, where it was 27-26. Turnover. Oh, no, they're going to say Caleb Martin was held. So the Heat get bailed out by the officials there. How do these fall in? Front rim, straight up and in. How? 476 people watching. If you haven't already, hit that sub button. Daily content here at the Heat Report live for almost every Heat basketball game. Even though 69 is nice to see, I want to get to 8,600 tonight. Goal is 10,000 before playoff times. I think we get there in a month and a half. Bam. Where the fuck were you passing the ball? Holy fuck. I'm actually starting to lose my shit with Bam. I actually am starting to lose it. I mean, he is the reason why you're losing. SGA working on Rozier. Gets a step inside. Layup. No good. See, that's where it's hard with Bam to get mad at him, because he's the reason SGA just missed that layup. Great help defense. Jaquez drives baseline. He's seeing two bodies. Swings it to Duncan. Now to Rozier. Rozier. Oh, what a move! Floater off glass. No good. And the rebound goes to OKC. That was an incredible move. He's got to finish it. Here comes SGA in transition. Drives inside. Kicks it out to Jalen Williams. Now Isaiah Joe coming off a curl. Step back mid-range jumper. No good. Rebound. Caleb Martin. Good defense by Miami there. Here comes Caleb. No points for Miami in the last 5.5 minutes. Timeout on the floor. Jesus. I cannot believe how bad Bam has been tonight. Ready for this, folks? I'm going to read off the plus minuses for the Miami Heat tonight. Terry Rozier is now 3 of 10 from the field, minus 16. Bam Adebayo, 3 points, 1 of 7 from the field, 4 turnovers, minus 16. Duncan Robinson, 6 points, 2 of 7, minus 16. Jimmy Butler, Nikola Jovic, plus 9 and plus 6, respectively. Patty Mills, plus 13. Caleb Martin, plus 4. Jaquez, plus 1. Ridiculous from Adebayo. Sit him down, please. Sit him down. While we are in the second timeout of the quarter, let me tell you about one of our sponsors tonight. That's Factor Meals, the number 1 ready-to-eat meal delivery kit and service in North America. And you can get 50% off today when you use factormeals.com/HeatChat50 and use code HeatChat50. Links in the live chat and description of today's video. No prep, no mess meals. Factor Meals are ready to heat and eat, so there's no prepping, cooking, or cleaning up. needed at all. The meals are delivered straight to your door and are ready to be heated up in just 2 minutes. They're fresh, never frozen meals that are chef-crafted and dietitian approved. Factor is the perfect solution if you're looking for fast, premium options with no cooking required. Sign up and save today. We've done the math. Factor is less expensive than takeout, and every meal is dietitian approved to be nutritious and delicious. So head to factormeals.com/HeatChat50 and use code HeatChat50 to get 50% off. One more time, that's code HeatChat50 at factormeals.com/HeatChat50. Get 50% off today. Link is in the live chat and description of today's video. All right, the Thunder on our 14-0 run. I need to turn the vibes around. I know the Thunder didn't need a timeout here, but let's just get the fire emoji starting. Let's go Heat. Spam the fire emojis. Let's go Heat. Let's go Heat. Let's go Heat. Let's go Heat. Need to turn the vibes around. Let's go Heat. Spam the fireball emojis. Jaime, Bob, Garabuto, Kane, Peter, Kane, Ron, Jaime. Everyone spam it, folks. Let's go Heat. Heat ball down 3. They haven't scored in about 6 minutes. They're 2-11 from the field. Jovic and Jimmy, no, just Jovic checks in. Jaquez drives. How about the rookie just take control of this game? A very tough step-through bank shot through traffic. 3.5 minutes to go in the quarter. The Heat have scored 10 points in the period. They trail by 1. Gordon Hayward inside. Drops it off to Isaiah Joe, who kicks it to Wallace. Back to Joe. Corner 3. No good. Rozier with the board. It's Rozier, Duncan, Jaquez, Jovic, and Caleb Martin. It is Jovic acting as the center as a small ball 5. Rozier pick and pop with Jovic. Nikola hands it off to Duncan. Duncan fouled on the pass by SGA, I believe the foul will be on. So Miami gets the foul call there. There we go. I'm not going to advocate for Jovic to be the backup center, but with Kevin Love out, I don't hate it. I don't hate it. Especially with Chet Holmgren off the floor. But Jovic with Bam and Kevin Love back should never be used as the 5. Patty Mills and Jimmy Butler check back in. Mills gets it in the Butler on the right block. He's going to be double-teamed. He swings out to Patty Mills. Mills drives inside, swings at the Jaquez, to Martin. Shot clock violation. Unfortunately, it was too crowded. Patty Mills swung it out. It was supposed to go to Caleb Martin in the corner, but Jaquez was right there. He thought the pass was to him, and he grabbed it, which caused the delay of game. Heat still trail by 1, 2:50 to go in the period. 2-3 zone for Miami. Butler and Caleb Martin at the top. Patty Mills, Jaquez on the wings. Jovic on the center. SGA driving inside. Pump fake. Gets Caleb Martin in the air and gets the foul call. SGA going back to the line, looking to extend the Thunder's 1-point lead. First free throw good by SGA. Thunder at a very nice 69 points. SGA goes 2 for 2, so it's 70-67. The Heat led 57-47 at the half. They have been outscored by 13 in the third quarter. Jovic inside the Butler, back to Mills. Jovic inside, driving, fouled. Gordon Hayward will pick up the foul. Nikola Jovic short-armed the layup, but it's because of the foul, so Nikola is going to go to the line for 2. Jovic hasn't been most active in terms of scoring tonight. He's only got 3 points. He's only taken 3 shots, 1 of 2, but he's got 7 boards, 2 blocks, 2 assists. Jovic has a chance to get to 69 points in total for the Miami Heat tonight with a pair of free throws. Jovic has actually struggled from the line a little bit this season, if we're going to be honest. He makes the first there. He's been in a marksman from 3, shooting 43% from beyond the arc on the season, but it's been a weird year at the free throw line for him. but he has been very good rebounding and playmaking for Miami, which is all we've been asking for. Jovic goes 2 for 2, so he's up to 5 points on the game, and the Heat get to a very nice 69 points. SGA gets by Martin, Euro step inside, kicks it out to Gordon Hayward. Hayward now swings it back to Lou Dort. Dort back to Hayward, left wing 3 against the zone, no good. Isaiah Joe skies in for the offensive rebound, kicks it out to Cason Wallace, back out to Lou Dort. Dort to Joe. Joe, pump fake, relocate 3, good. Guy's a sniper. Absolute sniper. Can't give out second chance opportunities to the Thunder, man. Butler double teamed at the top, swings it to Mills. Mills drives inside. Gets it to Jovic. Jovic swings it to Butler. Jimmy gets a screen from Jovic. Now Jimmy working on Gordon Hayward, spinning inside. Tough layup. Good. There's an assertive Jimmy Butler that Miami needs if they want to get this one on the road. 15 points for Jimmy tonight. SGA looking against that Heat zone. Gordon Hayward drops off on the baseline. Lou Dort lays it up and in. Heat have been unable to get stops tonight in this third quarter. They've been unable to score too. Jaquez driving an SGA, spinning, loses it, regains control, and lays it back up and in. How about the game from Jaime Jaquez? I believe 21 points now for Jaime. That's crazy. The leading scorer. SGA driving, step back mid-range on Caleb Martin. Unguardable. Simply unguardable. Simply. Can't do anything about that. Patty Mills gets a screen. He gets it to Jovic. Jovic into Butler. Butler drives baseline, spins, double team, swung to Martin. Now to Jaquez, corner 3. That one's no good. If that one went in, it would have been Jaime. When it's your night, it's your night. OKC pushing. SGA gets inside, hangs, kicks it out to Isaiah Joe. Joe to Wallace, corner 3. No good. Heat rebound, and they'll have a chance to hold for final shot of the quarter. They trail by 4. They led it by 10 at the half. They've only scored 16 points in the third quarter. 8 seconds. Patty Mills drives in, kicks it to Jovic. Corner 3 for Nikola. Brick. Rebound Isaiah Joe. He'll put up a half-court 3. No good. And that will be the end of 3. It is fourth quarter time. After one of the best, if not the best, first halves of the season for Miami, they followed up with one of the worst third quarters of the entire year and blow a 10-point lead and trail by 4 heading into the fourth quarter. But it is fourth quarter time, and there are still 12 minutes left in this ball game. So get your paws in the air and spam your 4s. We need all the positive vibes heading to Miami right now. Type those 4s. Spam the 4s. Pause up. Pause up. Pause up, everyone. I want paws in the air. Paws in the air. All of the lights. I see Blake, Yami, TBC, Bob, Antonius, K. Kim, Reaper, Randy. Spamming those 4s. Get the paws in the air. How about this deal? In the entire fourth quarter, we're going to do a half off fourth quarter in terms of our Super Chat menu. So $5 gets you a raffle ticket for our D. Wade and LeBron autograph photo. $10 shots, $20 beer bong, and the offer still remains. The Super Chat MVP tonight, whoever sends in the most money, gets this autographed Dwayne Wade jersey shipped out to them. Right now, Mr. Gio holds the lead with $50 in Super Chats. If you're somehow able to top Mr. Gio by $50 or get more than $50, their jersey will be yours. Half off fourth quarter. I'm feeling spicy. Friday night, I think Super Chats give good vibes to Miami. as well as liking the video and subscribing. So I'm going to try everything I can do to get the good vibes heading to the Heat, as they need it. They trail by 4. The Thunder are going to start the fourth quarter with the ball as well. Half off fourth quarter on the Super Chat menu. 17-0 run at one point in that third quarter for the Thunder. The Heat scored 16 points, had 6 turnovers, and shot 29% from the field. Mr. Gio increases his Super Chat MVP total up to 57, by the way, as I do want to clarify. 57 for Mr. Gio, and gets another ticket. The fourth quarter begins with Jalen Williams inside, missing, getting his own offensive rebound, kicking it out to Isaiah Joe for a 3. Jesus fucking Christ. This is one of the worst second halves Miami has played all year. Patty Mills finds his way for an easy layup on a backdoor cut. So trailing by 5 now. Jovic found Mills on the cut. Jovic has been good tonight. Yes. Good on the glass. Holmgren 3, too strong. Another offensive rebound though. Jalen Williams swings at the giddy. You'll live with him shooting threes because he just airballed that one. Great box out by Jovic on Chet Holmgren, and he secures the board. Jovic is going to have close to 10 rebounds tonight. Jimmy brings it up, gets a screen from Jovic, but he says, stay away, I'll ISO on Aaron Wiggins. Butler driving, stopping, bank shot, too strong, and the Thunder get a stop. Here come the Thunder. Aaron Wiggins drives on Caleb Martin. Lefty layup, good. Caleb Martin has not been good tonight. Hasn't been good defensively and hasn't provided a lot on the offensive end either. Martin drives inside. A lot of contact. Tough shot. Good. Way to answer my negativity, Caleb Martin, with a tough floater there. Back down by 5. 10-10 to go in the fourth. The Thunder have simply just been the better team tonight, and they've been the better team all year. Holmgren driving, stopping, kicks it out to Jalen Williams. Williams guarded by Mills. Williams drives. That's a charge. Yeah! Attaboy, Patty. Attaboy, Patty. Got in front of Jalen Williams and drew the charge. The veteran using his nice little experience there to get in front of the young star for OKC and getting it the other way. 500 people watching. Let's get to 8,600 subscribers. When we get to 80 or 86 tonight, I'll take a shot at tequila. But we put out daily content surrounding the Miami Heat, so you should want to subscribe anyway. Sub for dubs. Jovic got it, defended by Holmgren, out to Jaquez. They're going to play a two-man game. Pocket pass to Jovic, floater, good! Jovic now with 7 points on the night. Heat back down 3. How about a Jaquez-Jovic pick and roll late in the game? And now Jaquez with the steal. Miami out and running 3-on-3. Butler drives inside. Contact, bucket, no good. But Butler gets his own rebound and lays it up and in. The Heat are within 1. The Thunder need a timeout. And the Heat are inching closer and closer back to the Oklahoma City Thunder. 9.5 to go. Heat down by 1. Spam your fireball emojis. Here comes Miami. Let's go Heat. 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 I don't know what I'm doing with my hands there, but let's freaking go. AJ, Money, Kane, Blake, Garapado. I say it wrong every time. Juan Herrera, Kel, Kane, Florida born and raised, Kilakea, Mr. Gio, Yami, John, Repub, Antonius, Dave Myers, Hot Dog. Let's go Heat. Let's go Heat. Let's go Heat. Let's go Heat. I'll tell you about our sponsor for the final time tonight as we enter late fourth quarter territory. And one of our sponsors is Prize Picks. Check in on our picks tonight. Took more than on Jimmy and SGA combined, 53.5. Jimmy's got 17. SGA's got 25. That comes out to 42. I'm willing to bet that there's going to be 12 points scored in the final 8 minutes of this game between those two. So I think that's going to be good. I think the more than on Caleb Martin, 9.5. He's got 7. So a Caleb Martin 3 would get me there. My issue, I took more than on Chet Holmgren, 2 or 1.5 triples. He's 0 for 3 from beyond the arc. Chet's been bottled up tonight by Jovic and Bam, so that's probably not going to happen. But it's all right because I'll play Prize Picks every single day, no matter if I win, no matter if I lose. And you should join me. Download the app today, prizepicks.com/CLNS. Use code CLNS. Get a first deposit match up to $100. Join Sugar Sean O'Malley, Meek Mill, yours truly, if you consider me in the same category as those guys that play Prize Picks every single day. They also do something as cool as Flex Friday. So just like today, if it's Friday, you can do a flex play. If you don't win, you get your money back. Sounds like a pretty good deal to me. Unfortunately, I'm a dumbo, and I didn't use my brain. And, I didn't do a flex, so I will not be getting my money back. I went for the biscuit. I risk it for the biscuit. That's the problem with me. I get my hand stuck in the cookie jar going for it all. I feel like I say this a couple times as well. Like I feel like I've used this analogy before of the longest yard when they say, should we go for 2? We're convicts. We always go for it all. It's kind of how I feel with Prize Picks. I'm always going all in. All right, Heat down by 1. Patty Mills, Jimmy, Jaquez, Jovic, and Caleb are the 5 for Miami. Jalen Williams drives left on Caleb Martin, spins, gets it back to Giddey. Lou Dort in the corner, drives left, back to Giddey. Giddey drives inside, floater, charge! How is that a no call? I mean, I'm glad it wasn't a block, so it's an and 1, but that looked like an obvious charge to me. Giddey's got 11 points, 8 boards, and 6 assists. He's been good tonight. Martin left wing. Gets the Jovic in the corner. They've actually ran a lot of these sets for Nikola. He lobs the Jimmy. Jimmy goes up, blocked by Holmgren. Gets his own rebound out to Jaquez. Corner 3. Splashes it home! Jaime Jaquez Jr. ties it up at 84. That's your leading scorer of the night for Miami, who I believe is up to 27 points. Are they saying his foot was on the line? The scorebug reads 84-83 in OKC. ESPN says 84-84. That's 24 for Jaquez. If it's a 3, it looks clearly like a 3-pointer. So I'm going to leave it 84-84. If I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure it's even up at 84. Foul called on Miami, so it's side out. Spam your triple J's. He's been unbelievably good tonight. Jalen Williams gets a screen, drives right on Caleb, behind the back. Kicks it out to Holmgren. He'll line up atop of the key 3. He knocks it home. He was 0 for 3 before that one, but knocked it home. 87-84. Fuck you, OKC. Fix the scorebug. Caleb Martin drives left. Picks up his dribble. Gets it to Jimmy at the elbow. Giddey is the defender. Butler doubled. Out to Mills. Quick catch for Patty. Missed it. First missed 3 of the game for Mills. He was 3 for 3 before that attempt. Giddey drives to the rim, layup, smoked it. Good help defense by Jovic. Jimmy with the board, he'll bring it up. Butler calls for a clear out, gets the clear out. Now gets a screen, goes right, drives in, drops it off to Jaquez. Another cut by Jaime at the perfect time, and he gets an easy layup off the feed from Butler. Jaime is just so good at cutting when need be. 26 points for Jaime Jaquez Jr. tonight. Holmgren to Giddey in the corner. 3. No good. You'll live with a Giddey 3 every time. Here comes Butler. Trail by 1. Drives inside on Wiggins. Stripped out of bounds. Did they call a foul first? I think they called a foul first. ESPN switched it to 87-85. So I guess it was a 2 by Jaime. I'd like a replay because it looked like a 3 to me. The Thunder are actually going to challenge that call as they call the foul on Wiggins. I don't know whose is off because it went out of bounds, so I don't know whose ball it would be if this isn't a foul. All ball. I think it still went off the Thunder, though, so I think it's going to be Heat basketball anyway. It just won't be 2 free throws for Jimmy to potentially even this game up at 87. So I'm going to change the scorebug to 85, even though in my eyes, if they review that corner 3, which I believe they should as well, it should be 87-85. 86, excuse me. As they review it, hit that sub button. 600 people watching. Can we get to 8,600 subscribers right now? If we get to 8,600 and pick up 23 subs before we resume to play, I'll do beer bong. If we get 23 subs in the next minute, I'll do a beer bong. What's up, Jesus? The ball is going to be Miami's basketball regardless. It will be either 2 free throws for Jimmy Butler or it will be baseline out of bounds for Miami because it went off the Thunder. So it's either heat ball or 2 free throws. So no concern on that portion. There's one subscriber. What's up, Jesus Batista? Way to check in. Batista, we are doing the Super Chat MVP. Gets the jersey in honor of you, my good sir. The leader right now is Mr. Gio with, I believe it's $67 or $62 in Super Chats. Okay, so they're going to actually say the challenge was unsuccessful. They say the foul came with the body, a little bump action at the free throw line before the strip. So looks like we are going to get 2 free throws from Jimmy Butler unless they say it's on the floor. We'll see what they call. 18 away, still haven't returned action. 18, 17 subs away until I do a beer bong, but it has to be before we return action in this specific timeout. Daily Heat content. I'm Nic Rohloff. I put out daily videos. I already have a video ready to go for tomorrow afternoon. So hit that sub button because you'll get daily coverage. Weekly watch parties will be live again on Sunday for a game against the Wizards. Join the channel today. And I've been told by Adam Silver, that bald-headed dude, that every sub adds another point for the Miami Heat and just leads us closer and closer to victory. Victory! Antonia says, Rolly, why are you wearing Mavs colors, JK? I mean, it's just a blue quarter zip. I felt like it was a quarter zip day. You know, sometimes you wake up and it's Q-Zip Friday. And I felt like that today. Well, Jimmy's going to get 2 free throws out of it, so no beer bong, and Jimmy misses the fucking free throw. What do I always say, fellas? Nothing pisses me off more than missed free throws and turnovers. And I know I can't expect every free throw to be made. That's statistically impossible. Drives me nuts. 87-86, now officially. Jimmy with 18 points, 9 boards, 7 assists. Holmgren, left wing, driving in, fouled by Jovic. How about Bam Adebayo still on the bench? It's been all Jovic in this fourth quarter so far. It's Rozier checked back in. It's Rozier, Jovic, Jaquez, Jimmy, Haywood. Those are your 5. Down by 1, even though I think it's tied. And I want them to review this next timeout, if there is another timeout. Holmgren's got it, swings it to Aaron Wiggins. Wiggins drives on Highsmith, gets a step and dunks it in. Haywood, you're in for one reason only and one reason only, and that's defense. You can't give up the baseline to Aaron fucking Wiggins. Jesus Christ. Jaime brings it up, gets it to Jimmy. Jovic and Jimmy will play a 2-man game. Butler swings it to Jaquez. Jaquez spins, pump fakes, goes up, blocked. I think SGA got a piece of that. Bam is set to check in next time out. SGA brings it up, playing with Haywood Highsmith. Series of dribble moves. Step back 3, too strong. Good box out by Rozier, but a ball falls to Aaron Wiggins, who kicks it out to Isaiah Joe, who knocks down a 3. Now they're going to say his foot was on the line. So it's 91-86. 6:15 to go in the game. The Heat are getting killed on the glass. Same story every fucking night, it feels like. The Thunder have 7 offensive rebounds. Miami has 7 as well, to be fair. Trail by 5. Spoelstra was absolutely livid after that offensive rebound and second chance bucket for 3, or for the Thunder. I'd be livid too. Struggled getting rebounds. You know what? We'll offer another deal as we are at this timeout here with 6:15 to go. Heat trail by 5. We're 8 subscribers away from 8,600. We get to 8,600 subscribers right now before we return to action. We lost one, so now 9 away. It won't be a beer bong, but I will take a shot of some 1,800 tequila. I'll take a shot at tequila if we pick up 9 subs during this timeout. Sub for Dubs. Sub for Dubs. Sub for Dubs. Sub for Dubs. Say it with me. Sub for Dubs. Sub for Dubs. Sub for Dubs. Let's get that number up. Sub for Dubs. Sub for Dubs. I'm going to try to push it up. No, it's going down. Fuck you. Sub for Dubs. Sub for Dubs. Excuse me. Yeah, come on, go up. Bam checks in. Let's see who the Heat run with here. Duncan Robinson has been very absent in this second half. It's Jaquez, Caleb, Jimmy, Bam, and Rozier. Martin drives baseline. What is Caleb doing? Jesus fucking Christ. I'd put Jovic back in. I mean, Caleb Martin has been horrible. I hope all of you who are unsubscribing, you guys stub your toe. Fuck you guys. SGA has it. 5 on the shot clock. Working on Butler. He's going to take a sidestep 3. Left it short. Rebound Caleb Martin. Need a bucket here, down 5. Martin, who's been just all over the place tonight, swings it to Rozier. Rozier's been quiet in the second half. Swings it around. It's all the way to Jaquez now. Jaquez working on SGA. Jaime hands it off to Rozier. Pump fake. Terry to Bam. 4 on the shot clock. Bam sees it. Fake spin, fade away. No good. It's a bad offensive possession. Bad possession, and Bam's continuing to just be fucking dog shit. SGA drives on Jaquez, gets a step, pull up 18-footer on the baseline, good. Unguardable. And then you just can't score. A disgusting second half offensive display by Miami. Jimmy drives, has a step, kicks it out, loses it, gets the ball back. Jimmy to Jaquez, corner, pump fake, back to Jimmy. Now Rozier, 5 on the clock, another disgruntled possession. Martin 3, no good. What a disgusting second half of offense by Miami. You scored 57 first half points. I don't even know if you're going to get to 100 today. Which means you can't even put 43 points up in the second half. Joe, 3. That felt like a dagger, to be honest. You still trail by 7. You need a basket. 4 to go. Rozier drives inside on Lou Dort, lays it in. It's a big bucket there. Lou Dort kind of flopped, tried to get an offensive foul. Lou Dort out to SGA. Guarded by Rozier. Calls for a screen. Now pushes it away. SGA working on Terry. Drives right. Sees a double. Swings it to Isaiah Joe. Joe drives on Butler. That's an offensive foul. They don't call it. He steps through. Misses the layup. Jalen Williams, offensive putback. Eric Spoelstra is going to call a timeout. How is that not an offensive foul? He clearly pushed off Jimmy Butler. Just been killed on the glass. Killed. Absolutely killed. This is sad, man. It's a fucking sad world we live in. Put Jovic back in. Caleb Martin fucking blows. He doesn't actually suck, guys. He just had a really bad game tonight. You know who actually does fucking suck? Bam Adebayo. Bam's 1 of 9 from the field and 3 points. Thanks for showing up, buddy. Would have rather you just sat in the fucking bench all game. Jesus Christ. 1 for 9, are you serious? I'm actually convinced I could go out there and give you a better performance. If you gave me 9 shots, I think I might be able to put up 1 of 9 better. Because all 9 of my shots would be catch and shoot triples. They'd leave me open. I'm knocking down more than 1. I promise you. I'm a sniper. 3.5 to go. You're down 7. 95-88. Rozier gets it to Butler on the left wing. Duncan checks in for Jaquez. Why would you take out Jaime? Makes no sense. Jimmy drives inside, out to Rozier. Catch and shoot from the corner. Good! Terry Rozier with a big-time shot for Miami. Thank God he started to play good, you know. Second three of the night for Terry. SGA gets a screen. Stop. One stop at a time. Behind the back. Mid-range shot for SGA. What the fuck are the Heat supposed to do? The Heat have not had the best player on the floor in the past two games, yesterday and today. It's been very evident. Butler drives, 0-step foul, and one! Jimmy Butler! There you go, Jimmy. Bucket plus the foul. Chance to move the game back down to one possession with a free throw. Type your 22s. Type your 22s. The Heat have no answer for SGA. Butler got bumped from behind by Lou Dort, got the layup to fall. Chance to make it a 3-point ball game with this free throw here. Butler's free throw, no fucking good. I just want to fucking freak out, dude. Just want to freak out. That's all I want to do. SGA drives left, gets Duncan on him. Well, this is over. SGA kicks it back to Joe, wants it back right away. Why wouldn't he? He does get it back. Drives inside, sidestep, fouled by Bam Adebayo coming off for help. The Miami Heat are able to beat teams because they often have the best player on the floor. The past two games, they have not been able to win these close games because they do not have the best player on the floor. SGA, to me, is the third best player in the NBA, and he's proving it tonight in the second half. And I think Luka Doncic is the second best player in the NBA. He proved it last night with a 35-point triple-double. First free throw made by SGA, 98-93. That's why the Heat can win in the East, because when Jimmy Butler's locked in, he is the best player in the East. He's better than Embiid in the postseason. He's better than Giannis. He's better than Jason Tatum. That's why the Heat win in the East, is because they have the best player on the floor when Jimmy's locked in. Maybe Jimmy isn't locked in tonight, but I don't know if it would matter, because the locked-in SGA and the locked-in Luka, they're still better than Jimmy, I think. That's why they're on the short list of people I would trade Jimmy for. Not that I'd ever want to trade Jimmy. Rozier gets it to Bam, 2:20 to go, down by 6. Gets it to Butler, guarded by Lou Dort on the right wing. Gets a screen, Jimmy to Bam. Bam drives inside, fouled. I think it's going to be on Lou Dort from behind. They're going to call him on a foul hitting, I don't know if they called it on a block, but Bam is going to go to the line for 2. I don't know if they called it on the swat from behind of Lou Dort or the foul on Jalen Williams. It is also crucial to note that the Thunder lost their challenge a little bit earlier in this quarter, so they are unable to challenge a play late in this game if they want to. Bam's at the line. He's shooting 76.9% from the charity stripe this season, 1 of 2 today. His free throw here is good. Bam now has 4 points. Yes, you heard that correctly if you're a Miami Heat fan. Jaquez checks back in for the Heat. Should have never came out. I assume Caleb Martin's the one heading to the bench. Caleb has been good post-All-Star break, but with how Jaime has played today, why would you ever take him out? It's actually Duncan who comes out. Don't understand. Back-to-back free throws from Bam, so the Heat deficit is at 4. One stop, fellas. You need one stop. Can you get that stop? That's the question. SGA drives left on Martin. Stops. 18-foot mid-range. Good. I mean, there's no defending that. None. Rozier the other way. Pick and roll with Adebayo. Right elbow. Stops. Pulls up on the mid-range. Good. So a big answer from Scary Terry. Back to a 4-point game. It won't matter if you can't get a stop. You have to make anyone other than SGA shoot the ball. And they have capable guys, but step back 3 for SGA. Night-night. Good game. He is so much better than anybody you have on the floor, and it's so evident. He doesn't need a screen. He's got 36, 13 to 25 from the field, cooking you. Butler, baseline, fouled. Jalen Williams called on a blocking foul. Minute 25 to go. Chance to make it a 5-point game, but it's not going to matter. You can't get a stop. Can't get a stop. I mean, just one dribble left, step back. Just so good. Nah, fuck you, Tyler Jones. No answer for SGA today. He is simply the best player on the floor, and it's not even close. It's not even close. They're going to say non-shooting foul, so no free throws for Miami. Bam has it, hands it off to Rozier. Rozier screen. Rozier hesitation, back out to Duncan. Duncan, 4 on the shot clock, has to put up a tough 3 on the move, knocks it home. Big time shot by Duncan Robinson, brings it back to a 4-point game with a minute 10 to go. It's time to put up or shut up. You need a fucking stop. They haven't got a stop in the last minute and a half. Might be longer than that. Jalen Williams has it. This is very odd to me. Working on Martin. Stops. Tough fadeaway. No good. Rebound again by the Thunder. Now here comes the dagger. Sometimes daggers are so obvious. Oh, they're going to whistle Rozier for a foul. Killed on the glass. Unable to go. Reasons why you lost today. No answer for SGA. Unable to secure defensive rebounds in the second half. Absolutely ridiculous. What an embarrassment for the Miami Heat. You're up 10 at halftime. You barely got to 100 points. Jalen Williams gets a step, gets inside, layup good. I mean, now he's killing you. How embarrassing is this? This is sad. Rozier gets a screen. He should have shot the 3. He doesn't. Swings at the Butler. Butler will put up a right wing 3. No good. That's game. Well, Jimmy Butler's 15-game streak of a 3 in each one will come to a close. SGA gets fouled. We'll go to the line for 2. 23 to go. You're down by 6. 43 points in the second half for Miami is a flat-out joke. Flat-out joke. You were killed on the glass. You couldn't stop SGA if your life depended on it. The Thunder are a better team than you. That's a fact. SGA is the third best player in the league as he misses the free throw. That's a fact. Oh, 2 two-game road trip for Miami. 2 good teams you played in Dallas and OKC, but certainly didn't expect that and certainly didn't want that. SGA makes the second. Spo's going to call a timeout, down by 7. Well, there's still 700 people watching. If you haven't subscribed already, please do so. I'm going to put out daily Miami Heat content. Win, loss, bad, good. You will still be covered on anything around the Miami Heat. We'll be live again on Sunday for a game against the Wizards, which becomes a must-win to make this a week where the Heat go 2-2 rather than 1-3, which would be quite a disaster. So join the channel. We're not going anywhere. I promise you that. Promise you that. $37 points for SGA to go alongside 6 assists and 5 rebounds. He is simply the third best player in the NBA, and it's not even close. And it's not even close. This is also SGA's 47th game of the year with 30 points or more. That is tied for a record for the Thunder. Just in case you're wondering, the Thunder had a guy named Kevin Durant. I think SGA should be in the MVP conversation. I think Jokic should win MVP. Nikola Jokic, not Jovic, is the MVP in my eyes. SGA would get my vote for number 2, though. My ballot would go 1 Jokic, 2 SGA. I haven't thought about the other 3, 4, 5, but that's what I would do for the top 2 at least. Noah Turner, well, the Mavs wouldn't do that, my friend. The Mavs would not do that. Sad part is like you're still going to hold the Thunder under 110 points in all likelihood. And that's a good defensive game. Like the Thunder score more than 115 a night. Like so you actually did your job off that defensively. The issue is that you scored, at least as of now, 43 second half points. That's not going to do anything. Airball 3 by Terry Rozier. I wouldn't even follow if I'm Miami. I don't think they will. That's final. Heat lose 107-100. An absolute disgusting second half by Miami. You got outscored 60-43 in the second half. The second half was 60-43 in favor of the Oklahoma City Thunder. Embarrassing. That's just embarrassing, man. Back-to-back games. Funny super chat. This is funny. This is funny. You know what they say? Funny is funny. No matter if it's at your own expense or someone else's. Funny is funny. This is funny. Will, $5. Shout to you. Bro, here. You deserve it for watching this garbage team. Mickey Harrison would rather die than spend money on his team. You do great work. God bless. Well, I'll say thank you, Will, for the positive comment. I appreciate the $5 donation. I'm not going to be willing to say this team is garbage, but I will absolutely say I am disappointed in the Miami Heat. I am disappointed in the way they performed in the second half yesterday against the Mavericks and the second half tonight. DJ, what's up, Mr. DJ? Haven't seen you in a while. $2 super chat. Do you think we need a center? My thing is with the center conversation is like that center has to be able to space the floor. So ideally, that's why the Nikola Jovic thing is so fascinating, right? Like, can Jovic and Bam coexist when it matters most? So you can close out defensive possessions with more rebounds. Because, listen, Bam's 6'9", and he's all alone inside when you're running a Jaquez 6'6", Caleb Martin 6'5", Jimmy 6'6", and Rozier lineup around him. Like, it's Bam and nobody else inside on the glass. So if you substitute a Jaquez or Caleb Martin for Nikola Jovic, well, now you've got 6'9" and a 6'10" guy where you can close out more possessions, but also not lose your spacing with your offense. It's sad to say this, and it's hard to admit, but I think we're 1 year away from finally unleashing the two big man lineup. Jovic has made increases and in rapid improvements in his game this season, and it's been evident in year 2 of Nikola Jovic. I think year 3 is going to be the year. because you are not going to retain Caleb Martin in free agency. He's going to get a big contract, at least 14 mil a year probably. He'd probably get something close to the Max Strus deal. Like, a team will offer him probably 3 for 52 or 3 for 45 or something like that. And that would put the Heat so far into the luxury tax that Mickey Harrison's not going to do that. You're not going to be able to retain Caleb Martin in free agency. So he's gone. So when you look at the closing lineup next year for Miami, assuming Jovic takes another step in year 3 with another offseason, I think the closing lineup for Miami next season is going to be Jovic, Bam, and Jimmy in that front court. The question is who the backcourt is. Will Rozier still be on the lineup, on the team? Will Tyler Hero still be on the team? Obviously, Duncan Robinson isn't going to close because he didn't close today. Maybe Jaquez will close. But if Jaquez closes with Jimmy, Jovic, and Bam next year, who's the other guard? Is it Terry or Tyler? Or there's one of them. Is it just one of them because the other one's not on the team? Those are the questions we're going to have to see and ask ourselves and get answered in the offseason. It sucks to look to the future, but I just don't know if the Heat are going to be able to win the NBA Finals when they have to consistently play small ball in closing minutes. Because the reason why you went small ball today is to get more athletic on the wings with Jaquez and Caleb Martin and provide more defense. But guess what? The defense Jaquez and Caleb Martin gave you today was non-existent because SGA was cooking you. And it didn't matter who SGA had on him. It was fucking barbecue chicken out there. Feels like it's going to happen. Feels like next year is going to have to be the year for Miami. Tough loss, man. Tough loss. 0-2 against Dallas. I think, Brian, you're overreacting in terms of a rebuild because you're not going to rebuild when Jimmy's still on this roster playing at the level he is. But you simply can't have what Bam gave you today. Can't. I mean, Bam Adebayo giving you 5 points on 1 of 9 shooting. Are we fucking serious? Jaime led you in scoring with 25. Jaime Jaquez shot 10 of 13 from the field today. Like, you can see the future for Miami. But it's also me being skeptical at the same time. Because if I'm going to ask you, who is going to be the leading man for the team when it's crunch time for the future? Because what I've seen from Adebayo over the past 2 weeks, can he be the number 1 scoring option? I don't think so. On teams that are final contenders? I don't think so. I don't think Tyler has proven his ability to do that. I mean, Jaime was fantastic tonight, but do we trust Jaime right now? And maybe he gets better and develops more of an isolation game. But can Jaquez be an isolation clutch scorer when it matters most? I don't know. Jaime really is more benefiting from the attention Bam, Duncan, and Jimmy bring you, and that's why he's able to get so many open looks. But if he's got defenses keying in on him, I don't know if he's going to be able to do that consistently. I don't think Jovic is going to be able to be a number 1 option. He's just an excellent high-level guy that I think could be a potential 4th best player on a championship team. Maybe 3rd if he really becomes his highest form that we think he could be. I don't know. I kind of am with Abby here. Abby Popsigulo. We need Spider or Anthony Edwards. I mean, the dream to me, I think that's the dream, right? I think it is. I think that's the pathway to winning with Jimmy at the end here of his career, but also in the future. I don't know what it would take. It would take every pick Miami can muster up. It'd obviously take Tyler Hero. The question is, are you trading Jaquez and Jovic for Donovan Mitchell? Because a Mitchell, Bam, Butler big three is generational, but it also sets you up for a Bam, D-Mitch duo post-Jimmy, which would be a really elite duo. So, I don't know. I think D-Mitch is the dream, right? Because he's the most likely to come available in free agency in 2 years or in the trade block this summer. Because if he's truly not signing a long-term extension with the Cavs, and that's known, I think Cleveland will move off D-Mitch this offseason, because why would they let him get to free agency? And because he's got 1 year left after this year. Next year's D-Mitch's final year of his contract. So he's either going to sign a long-term extension with Cleveland in the offseason, but if the reports are accurate that he doesn't want to do that and he wants to go elsewhere, then the Cavs are probably going to trade him. Why would they let D-Mitch play a year and leave without getting anything in return? So maybe that's the guy that D-Mitch, we're going to have to talk about him like we did Donovan or Damian Lillard in the offseason. Feels like it's going to head that way. But then the discussion quickly turns to what Miami will offer. Are they giving up the three young guys? Well, you're obviously giving up Hero, no debate, and that's not even a conversation. The question is, are you giving both Jovic and Jaquez? One of them is going to be an absolute guarantee because of how good they have looked. I'm going to assume Jaime is going to be the guy Cleveland wants more than anything. The question is, are you giving up Jovic? But if you want Donovan Mitchell in a trade, you can guarantee yourself Jaquez is going to be in that deal. That's a fact. So I want all the Heat fans to look themselves in the mirror as we're about to sign off right now. If you even think about wanting Donovan Mitchell on the Heat, just know for 1,000% certainty it will cost you Jaime Jaquez Jr. And if you say to yourself and comment, we're not trading Triple J, well then here's your simple answer if the Heat will get Donovan Mitchell. No. I promise you. If it's not Jaime Jaquez Jr. going to Cleveland in the deal for Donovan Mitchell, there will be no deal. It's a fact. I see someone saying, nope, don't want to trade Triple J. Well, then you don't want Donovan Mitchell. So don't talk about Heat trading for Donovan Mitchell. Because there is no package that Miami could ever offer to get D-Mitch to Miami without Triple J. Hero and Nikola Jovic simply is not a good enough package, even alongside the 2 first-round picks you can offer. Not good enough. Not good enough. Mr. Gio, congratulations. You are a deserving winner and Super Chat MVP of the D-Wade jersey. Mr. Gio, you have a Twitter. Am I correct, Mr. Gio? Mr. Gio, do you have a Twitter? This will be the last piece of business before we sign off. You don't. What type of social media do you have, Mr. Gio? I feel like you followed me on Twitter. I feel like I've seen it. I don't know. Maybe I'm tripping. Any social media, Mr. Gio. You have Instagram? All right. So this is what we're going to do. Follow me on Instagram. And then we can DM there, and I'll get your shipping address. Give me a second here. I'll throw my link in the chat. I don't know if you followed me already, Mr. Gio. Brian, the Heat are not rebuilding. Get through that your head. We are not a rebuilding team. We always put out a product that tries to win. Mr. Geo, I don't know if you already followed me on Instagram or not, but I just put it in the link. Give me a follow on IG. Send me a DM saying it's Mr. Geo. I'll get your shipping information, and we'll get that ball rolling for you, Mr. Geo. Anyone else in the chat? There's 115 people still watching. You guys are more than free to follow me on Instagram over there. I don't really put out Heat content, but if you want to stay up to date on the latest surrounding your boy Nic Rohloff and Rolly, there you go. I don't post that much on IG, but I do post IG stories quite a bit, whether it be what I'm doing, what music I'm listening to. That's probably what I post the most is songs of the day. Not every day, but I do post songs pretty decent. So, Mr. Geo, follow me on IG. DM me. It's yours truly. And we'll get that set up for you. Congratulations to you. I'm glad you ended up being the Super Chat MVP today after you didn't win the raffle. So appreciate you, my guy. All right, I'll see y'all tomorrow with the video. I'll see you Sunday with another watch party against the Wizards. Well, hopefully the Heat are able to get out of this 2-game losing streak. Peace out, Heat fans. See you there. It's always and will always be